when the South, the Central, and the North team up, we are the Cover 3 Show.
Cover 3 Show. Welcome.
Hottest,
welcome.
baby. The hottest.
Yes, sir. And boy, do we got some stuff to talk about today.
Well, like I said, I told you already wasn't done yet. I told you guys that they're not done. They still working. You know,
Never stops.
They still working on it.
Yeah. So we've been.
That's the thing about Carol. I like he don't. It ain't over till it's over, till the bell rings. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is the earliest I've seen moves like at camp, like right camp start date. You know what I mean? Getting people coming in. I was thinking they were gonna have to see some things and then bring some people in, but yeah, he said, "Let's get this thing going."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got to stay working, man, to be good. You know what I mean? You can't take days off.
You can't be lazy and just hope this stuff works out. You know, like, wait a minute, this is not working for us.
Exactly.
Yep. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We're just getting this thing going again. And yeah, you will see us here Tuesday nights. We had a little adjustment in the time, but most of the time it'll be around the same time. So you just look for us. We won't let you down. We're gonna be here.
Yeah. How's everybody doing today? How you doing, Jason?
Doing good. Actually, just took a little nap, so I'm, charged up, ready. Because after all the news and everything like that, it was, a lot to take in. So I was excited, hyped, and usually when I'm hyped, I go to sleep. So,
hell yeah. How about you, Chris? You doing good?
Yeah, I took my old man nap today. I'm fine. I am
there
fine.
You go.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking my we're drinking Monster, but now I'm drinking something else. A little something out the brown bottle. Cheers to everybody out there.
Yeah.
Jack Kenna, Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, buddy. That dark. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, there's a shit ton to talk about today. We let go of a lot of people, picked up a lot of people. Chris got a lot of that.
We cut 4, signed 5 today.
Ooh, I like that.
Those are moves right there.
Yeah.
Chris, you wanna kick it off with that?
Sure. Let's go by who we cut. So the Raiders cut your boy Melo Dotson. How you feel about that?
Tough work.
Yeah,
I liked him. I watched a lot of his gameplay in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
I thought especially with Pete Carroll, he had a lot of potential. Just you know what I mean, the way he moved, how young he is, how much energy he got. If you guys haven't watched it, I dropped a whole video on him. Check it out. Yeah. You know what I mean, and you'll see how I feel about Melo Dotson. That was my guy.
Yeah, I've seen it. That was pretty good.
Yeah. I like how he catches the ball too. He doesn't catch with his body as a DB. He goes for it. He goes, he goes and gets that thing. So I look at the people on our roster and I'm like, damn. So they're saying that Sam Webb is a more developed player, and all these guys kind of behind him are, I that was somebody I wanted pre-draft too, and I was surprised that he fell to us as an undrafted. But I was excited when we got him. But they see something that we don't, so I trust them.
Yeah, I like the man. He was a dog. What's up, Eli? Thank you for tuning in to Cover 3 Show, man. If you haven't followed these guys yet, Jason, Chris, these are good Raider guys to follow as well. They know a lot of shit.
Hey, it's boy. Hey, that's crazy. Yeah. So I was shocked that Melo Dotson getting cut. I thought he would probably fit the team. Not necessarily as a starter. Yeah. Rotational, maybe he can sit back and develop a little bit more, get used to the NFL. I was shocked. But with that being said,
I was pissed.
If nobody picks him up, they can't bring him back. Because he's on a waiver wire. If nobody else team picks him up, he's still on a waiver wire. So there's a possibility that the guys they cut can come back. That was a shocker right there. I was like, what?
Yeah, I think that's one they should bring back, man. He got a lot to prove, you know what I mean? Especially those undrafted guys. I mean, they're always trying to prove themselves, man. They got to earn a check. They got to earn a spot.
Yeah. Even go Oh, I was gonna say, even how we've been looking at the DB room is short. That's why it was really surprising because I'm like, damn, we need all the youth and help we can get in that DB room. But
because at one time, Mello Dotson was on the starting depth chart, not as a starter, but he was on the depth chart. You know what I mean? We seen his name on there. You know how we got some guys in the background, they're not even on the depth. Well, he was one of them guys on there, and I fucking looked him up, bro. Watched a lot of his stuff, and I was like, man, like this dude, he could be one of them guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that is true. Chris is right on that though. It could be we're cutting them early just to have the chance because everybody else is trying to shed people too. So you know what I'm saying? It is a good time right now because it would be worse to kind of do it when everyone's trying to that final 53, trying to get everybody pretty much on there, and then someone could snatch him like that. But there'll be so many pieces in the air right now that hopefully he goes under the radar. But
you guys see my camera?
I don't see your camera, but I
can.
Oh, actually, no, I can't see you. I thought that was you, but it was just a dark screen.
Gee, what's happening? I think some of my system flipped out. Let me we'll join you guys in a couple more minutes. I'm gonna restart this. It happened earlier today. I think I don't know. I'll be right back, guys.
No worries.
Well, this just in, we have lost coverage in the South. Me and Chewy will be expanding coverage.
Shit.
I will be meeting Chewy in the middle, and Chewy will be covering Southern Cal and Central. So
there we go. Yeah, man, we got so we got let go of 4 guys. Mello Dotson, obviously, super bummer to me. As everyone knows, dude, I love that motherfucker. Another guy that let go of, that was pretty exciting too, was our linebacker Jalen Walker.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he'd be one of them rotational guys to keep in there. You know what I mean? Just based on the experience he did have. But seeing him getting let go too was kind of like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, I thought that was a good rotational guy to keep in there. Because, sometimes it's like basketball, bro. That 6th man, like how James Harden was in OKC and all that.
Yeah.
Sometimes them second strings and them guys that rotational, man, you got to have them ready. You got to have them ready to go, ready to ball like they're a starter. And I feel like Jalen Walker was one of them guys.
Yeah, go Warriors too. As you said, that OKC time, I remember that team very well.
Yeah,
very well.
Yeah, that was fun to watch.
Yes, it was. Good time.
And then we got blend of 2 wide receivers, Keyshawn Smith, Zachary Franklin. Not really too mad about that. We see what we got now. So,
if you guys remember on the show we did with David Dunn, that was one of the guys he talked about was Keyshawn Smith. So and it's funny because he brought him up and he wasn't part of the team yet, and then we ended up working him out. We signed him, and then the other guy that we was talking about too, we ended up working him out, but I don't know if we signed him. But yeah, and it's crazy. And then the guy Franklin, that might have been the guy. In fact, damn, that might have been him. Because I was kind of bummed about Franklin too, because I had heard so much stuff about him, being and
I wasn't too worried about it, man. When I heard him, I was like, we're kind of set. Just looking at the pieces we added and what we got now, it's like, I think we could let go of those guys and pick up some other guys we really need in some of the other holes we got on this team. That's how I felt. What's up, Dead Astronaut? Thank you for tuning in, bro. Cover 3 show, man. You're just on time.
Just on time. Yeah, shout out everybody too. Elijah, what up? Hit Boy Radio, as always. What up? Don Wise. Chewy's. Good dude. Very good dude, man. Got Leon 760. Oh, we talking about the news today. Yeah, we talking about pretty much all the moves that happened today while we were sleeping, working, and doing what we do.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, you look at the guys we signed, bro. I mean, off the rip, Jamal Adams and JT Woods, they got experience with Pete Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? You see this a lot when it comes in when new, not even new coaches, but when coaches go to a new team, they always tend to get people that they're familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Just so it makes their, you know what I mean, when they go in there, it's a little bit easier for them. Just because they're like, okay, I've worked with this guy before. I'm not working with a whole brand new team, which is kind of good for Pete Carroll this year because I mean, there's a lot of guys he's worked with, especially the main piece, bro, is the quarterback. You know what I mean? You want your quarterback and your head coach, bro, to be on tip top point with each other. Because you know what I mean? We seen the dynamic duo and Tom Brady and Belichick for those years, and even now, I hate to say it, but you know the Chiefs and Andy Reid, like, you know what I mean? You need those duos, and I feel like that's going to be a good duo, especially here in Las Vegas, with Pete Carroll and Geno Smith.
Yep, still no DB. You know what I mean? But the free safety, I think either Powell or Mao is going to be doing mostly free safety now because we got two pretty good damn strong safeties now. So that's going to change a lot. Our three safety system will be very good. You know what I'm saying?
So actually that guy JT Woods, he's a cornerback.
He is the corner. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the guy for the Rams guy.
Let me see. I know he has experience with Pete, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. He was one of those guys.
He's one of them ones.
Yeah, yeah. Now the thing is you know what I mean? These, especially last guy I was talking about, he's kind of up there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, when it comes to the age, like that's something you have to worry about.
We talking how much we talking?
Jamal Adams, he's a safety. And yeah, he just I feel like, you know what I mean, we got the youth in here, which is good, but like we gotta get a real vet, dog. You know what I mean? We can't have a motherfucker who's been in the game but ain't really did nothing. But we need who got some umph in him still. You know what I mean? Who still drive.
Yeah. See, with him, he's always hurt. Like I've seen, we played against him and he's done us bad, but it's like when he's healthy, he's a good player. Like, you know, smart player, good. Will put a hat on you. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
only thing,
for real.
He does get injured a little bit, but I don't know. I guess you just got to take the good with the, good with the bad, and hope it's more good than bad.
Yeah, you got to hope. But that's the thing, man. With the coaching staff we got now, I feel a whole lot comfortable walking into the season. I don't feel like we're going in there blind. You know what I mean? It just, these guys have a lot of experience, bro, and I don't see them dropping the ball. Another thing too is, I don't know if you've seen Pete Carroll's Twitter. You got Twitter?
I don't really. I'll peek at stuff, but nothing. Nothing crazy.
Okay. Actually, it's Vegas Sports Today. Pete Carroll, in the interview he did, he said we gotta win a ton. I've been winning 10 games a year for 20 years now. We're gonna win a bunch, and I don't care who hears that. I wish I could guarantee it. You know what I mean? So he's coming in here saying, "Hey, we're gonna win, bro. Like, this ain't for fun." You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's getting people that, because when you bring people in, they have to buy in, right? Like you have to believe that you're coming here, to win, to help your career if you're here for like a 1-year deal, help this team, but help yourself also, so you can be playing your butt off. So he's getting guys on these deals, but these guys are players. These aren't like any bums for the price that we're getting them for.
Yeah.
It's pretty, bargain price, but. I appreciate what they're doing. They're building, and the pieces, like when they do, like we talk about them not making moves at this, blah, blah, blah. And then when they do, they make moves.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're making smart moves too. We're not making stupid moves. The dead astronaut, Cincinnati. Hey, you guys got a hell of a quarterback, bro. Just that defense was a little sorry.
Yeah, we'll trade you Zamir White.
And we got Pratt, though. We got Pratt.
And Tyree Wilson for Joe Burrows, 2 for 1.
And I'm back.
The South is back.
He's back in action. Camera went out. Fucking tornado down there or something.
No, I think it's the heat and the wind.
We started a GoFundMe for you, but I guess you're okay.
I'll take it.
we gotta restore the power and fucking down south. Bald Eagle Kid Adventures. He said, "What's good? What's goody, man? Welcome to the Cover 3 show, bro. You just on time."
Yep, welcome.
Yeah, man, we're making moves, bro. You know what I mean? Like this front office and this coaching staff, bro. They're not nothing to play with.
If they're working. And then, like most of the time we hear things early, even the first day. And like really honestly, this last week with the rookies were there, didn't really hear nothing I work, but it's I really didn't hear nothing really to talk about as far as like the rookies or anything. Cause I know they're just installing pretty much the rules, letting them know like NFL rule changes, the rules of the NFL, I know they talk over, being responsible with money, not, not losing your money, not, gambling, all that kind of stuff. They go over all that stuff. They need to learn a little bit more than the vets that have been there.
They usually do that. They usually do that when all the rookies sign, or not sign, but when all the rookies get drafted, they have a symposium. That's when they usually do for all the rookies in all the NFL, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if UDFAs go there, but I think they do too. Anybody who's affiliated with a team, they all have to be there. They go through all that. This is spec. This is your behavior in the NFL. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're not supposed to do. And if you do the things you're not supposed to do, you find yourself out the league for a little bit or permanently.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Raiders have their own little rule check. Like, okay, this is the Raiders. This is what we expect out of you. This is what we don't expect out of you. And they had the veterans come on stage and talk to them what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably what today's going to be like. It's going to be like they're having all the team meetings. They're getting ready. They're not going to do anything. They can't. I think they can't legally put pads on to, I think, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you can start hitting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more like what you don't call a social event, a meet and greet. I mean, they already know each other from OTAs, but then you got new players coming in. This is always like one of those like, hey, this is what this is what the Raiders all about. Especially they sign new players. And I'll bring that list up in a minute if you guys want me to.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ashton's gonna go off. Yeah, I agree, bro. Especially, I keep saying it, the way Chip Kelly runs those two running backs, you're gonna see Ashton and Mostert get some action this year.
Yeah, I like how Pete said a lot of good stuff in this conference, and I think you touched on it, like most of it too, when you were saying that he was like the 10 wins is, and he was basically saying it, and I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like it actually, he wants to win. That's the thing. It's not like he's all talk. That's what Pete is all about, putting a good team on the field.
Exactly.
And I'm excited because he feels that we're, the thing with Pete, we're not going to get into the rumors and all this stuff. He's just going to work. You know what I mean? Like while everybody's talking and, doing the lip service, Pete's going to make it happen on the field. And he said, we're going to be in some games. There's going to be a lot of, and we're going to win those games. That's the thing. It's a different mentality. It's not like, oh, we're going to do our best and we're going to, no, we're going to win these games. We're going to do whatever we have to do, foot on the neck. We're going to win these games. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Hey, what's up, Ray Antoine? Welcome to the show, brother. Appreciate you stopping by. This GOAT guy asked a question. I don't know who he is exactly. How many rookie Raiders will be starting? Are we ushering in the same swag and so excited for what the future has in store for us? We got one who's going to start. We know that. Automatically. We know who's going to start. That's Genty. As far as the rest concerned,
I think Thornton will start too. I think he's one of them guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and I think Porter will start. I think Darian Porter will start as well. Because you gotta look, bro. Like everyone they're talking about right now is those guys. I mean, outside of Best, bro. Like we know he's probably not gonna start, but we're gonna see a lot of gameplay with him. Don't get me wrong; he's gonna be out there. But I say, off the rip, bro, is Ashton Genty. I mean, you look at Thornton, bro. The way they're pushing him towards the media and the way he's working, you know what I mean? It seems like he's gonna be an obvious starter, and as well as how much that defensive coordinator and the coaching staff is talking about Patrick Graham. Those are the three I got that I think will start. What's good, Noah?
Hey, we Noah. I'm not concerned about who starts, who finishes. I'm worried about. I mean, you can start, but then your spot can't be taken over by somebody else who's doing better because it depends on the defense, how they playing you, and what they're trying to stop. you can easily bring somebody else in. So starting is one of those headline things. Hey, I'm a starter, but did you finish? That's what I want to see. Did you do anything while you was out there? No, but the other guy came behind you did. So that's what I'm worried about. Starting is always that accolade that you want on your resume. I was a starter for 6 years. That looks good on paper.
Yeah.
But if you start, you don't do anything, then what's the purpose you out there?
No, you guys remember Philip Dorsett, right? We had him.
Yeah.
Was that last year? No, the year before. Yeah, that was the year before that.
Year before, a couple years ago, yeah.
Yeah, then he went to Denver. I just remember that part. Yeah. But yeah, he was cool. He's speedy, but I think he got hurt. If I'm not mistaken, he got hurt over in Denver.
Yeah, he only played 2 games.
Yeah, so he's probably not gonna, make the active. I don't think. But
I mean, we'll see. I don't know though. They're stacking up. It looks like, you know what I mean. The way they're signing,
exactly. Pete doing is bringing in competition. Just because like I said, just because you're a starter last year, don't make you be a starter this year. You have to still compete for your job because many a times the Raiders in the past, they had to start last year and they automatically was a starter the next year. Like, Pete's not going for that.
Mm-mm.
You still had to compete for your job. Your job is still open. So
especially with Pete, bro. He'll bench a vet over a rookie real quick, bro. If they're doing what they got to do, you know what I mean? Especially on the field.
Did that in Seattle? Did that USC? I don't care what's your name on your back, how much money you make, or you're a 5-star recruit, 4-star recruit. If you can't cut it, you can sit on the bench. The other guy can.
Yeah, it feels fair. That's the thing. He said, I've done that. I've started kids young at UFC. I've done, I've done this, freshmen, sophomores, so that's what I say. It's a fair, and then any player would love to come to that, because if it's a fair competition and you really feel like you got the talent and you can prove yourself, you're going to go there. You're going to go to the Raiders like, okay, well, I know at least it's fair competition. I can go in there as long as I work my butt off, and my hard work will pay off, and it will, they will appreciate it. Because it feels like, I felt like for the last 3 years, we've been playing players of just contract, not skills, but contract is the biggest factor, instead of what you're putting out on the field.
Yeah. I was looking at something right quick, and we talked about this, I think, on our show, Jason, that we're talking about Jalen Walker.
Mm-hmm.
He got waived immediately. He didn't even make it.
Yeah.
But he was kind of a small guy for a linebacker, so
I don't know. I would have kept Walker, man, as one of them rotational guys. Just to have in there. I mean, you got to look, bro. Like, I ain't trying to throw no shade or nothing, man, but we got a bunch of old motherfuckers on this team, That's like,
we got some young guys on there too.
No, we do, but like in the, you know what I mean, the linebacker room, dog. Like, it's not. We got the starting 3 are great, but outside of that, it's like we got to have some guys, because you never know, bro. Like, when you get up there in age and you got miles on you, you get injured a lot faster. Just because your body don't move the same and you can't recover the same off of certain things, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? I feel like Jalen Walker, he would have been a good rotational guy for us.
But the way I look at it, Pete wants intelligent guys out there, guys who don't need to be talked to every other play. Like, hey, he want guys out there that can think on the fly. So you get those vets in there to teach, to help the young rookies that's on the team, even second-year guys, to teach them how, think on the fly. Because I can't be out there on the field with you guys trying to help you out, play this down or do that thing. He's probably just trying to get some veterans out there because, we had veteran players last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we didn't have no young guys behind them. None of them. Hey, what's up, Raider Rebel? Welcome to the show, brother. So I think he can get veterans. He can get the guys that played with them in Seattle. He saw that, right? So Jamal Adams, So he's getting the veterans that know his style. You already brought Geno Smith in. So he's getting players that know what he likes and what he does, his scheme, his system, his philosophy. So he wants guys out there that kind of fits his philosophy to mold the rest of the team. You get what I'm saying? I mean, not hard to put in words.
No, yeah.
Because
I get you.
each team take their personality of their coach. If your
Exactly.
coach is laid back, this and that, the team gonna be the same way. If your
Look at
coach is
Antonio Pierce.
if your team's Holbert, yeah, exactly. If your team is if you're hyped up and jump up and down the sidelines like John Madden did, everything, the team is gonna be pumped up too.
Yeah.
I feel like Coach Pierce bought everybody beers after film studies. You know what I'm saying? Like he was that type of coach.
Nah, he didn't do that. He bought the he bought the Henny and Cigs.
Ooh, hey, the hit dog boy.
But hey, let's go for a beer.
Anything is possible, baby.
The loot roast down.
Yeah,
salute, y'all.
That's how it is.
So what else on that list you see that was waved that you guys were shocked? I know Melo Dawson was one I was shocked too.
Yeah.
Anybody else you see on that list that was waved that?
Yeah, the only two I was really kind of upset about, I'd say, would be Melo and Jalen Walker. The wide receivers, you know what I mean? I feel like I told Jason this when you were gone, but I feel like we're kind of good there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Zachary Franklin, I did like though. I wanted
to.
Yeah, I wanted to see, kind of just especially when camp was going on.
Okay, so would you rather have Franklin or Dorsett?
Franklin was young.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of want to see the youth movement.
But we got two good youth guys, and especially three, Doc, because Brock Bowers he's barely second, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. I just I always think about injuries. I always think about just having extra clip.
And even Trey Tucker, I mean, he's still got some legs on him.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of them guys too that we gotta watch out for this year, I think.
Yeah, Trey gonna work. I think I was kind of worried just as we were bringing people in, but I feel like Trey brings something different, and he can be like a hybrid. I would love to see him in the running game. Like I really would, like just for his build and that speed, and then just as a three-headed monster with Genty and Mostert, just sprinkling him in here with those reverses and those screens and stuff like that. Just I think would be good.
Yeah, I think he actually broke a touchdown last year on a come around route on a run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got some moves to him, bro.
Yeah,
it's just we didn't have nobody else really to kind of sit there and help him out.
Yeah, when he has to be the number one, it's not good. But if he's just a
he'd be a good ass number 3.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Yeah, which is good. I know his size, but I mean, Lockett wasn't the biggest guy either. So if he could be what Lockett was, just when they hit him over the top with that play action, and then just burn just be a burner, just get open. Because at least now you got someone that can effectively get you the ball. He has a strong enough arm to get the ball to you.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you can't knock the little guys, dog. Like Hunter Renfrow was one of them dudes that we really should have kept around. I was against that. You know what I mean? Look at Wes Welker. Look at Julian Edelman. Look at, all these little guys, bro, that really Lad McConkey, you know what I mean? Like all these dudes really, the little guys put in the work, especially now, you know what I mean? We do have a bigger wide receiver. But there's nothing that we could promise on him yet. He hasn't really played. You know what I mean? He hasn't even touched. He hasn't even really played yet. So we can't really have that much. Like we can't put him up there yet. We can't put Thornton up there yet.
You know what Renfro problem was though? His main problem was.
What's up?
His biggest problem with Renfro was the head coach. He didn't know how to use Renfro. Renfro was one of those, I'm going to say, backyard football type players to me, because he always managed to run around and find an open spot. And under that idiot coach we had, McDummy, he won precise routes at this time. So since Renfro didn't run the routes that the coach told him to, McDummy didn't like that. That's why he didn't get the ball. That's why he wasn't playing. So that was his problem. Now, I like Renfro. He had those big hits. I wish him well. And it was at Carolina. He's at home, so I wish him well until they play us. Unless they play us. But other than that, I wish him well.
Yeah, I was there at that Cardinal game where basically he the play before he fumbled, and we ended up getting it back, and then the next play he fumbled, and then they got it and took it to the house.
Oh no,
But
they cracked him. They popped it.
he was fighting for extra yards. That's the thing. Like he was fighting for extra yards, but as close as we were, we could have just kicked a field goal and got up out of there. But he was trying to fight for some extra yards, and all of a sudden you just see the Cardinals running with the ball.
Yeah. Another thing too that these guys are talking about in chat, Dead Astronaut and Noah talking about, how they're paying the players too much and they can't pay anyone else. I feel like that's what the Raiders did a very good job of doing. We're not overpaying anybody on the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
We're not.
Smart. We're not wasting money anywhere.
We still got money. We got plenty of money. I mean, we don't have plenty of money, but we have enough money to do when you do this season. Because we used to overpay players and they trying to be nothing. They'd be worthless.
Exactly.
I don't think they're not doing it this year. I'm happy with that.
People always say, we're building something special, and that's what it feels like they're doing. This will be legendary. This is one of those teams that, like people are saying before we're even adding the players we added today, that we're a sleeper, that we are, something to look at. And it's been consistently, everybody's getting better, but if everybody gets better, it's an evil playing field. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Because everybody's been getting better, but we just haven't made strides. We'll make progress, and then we'll tear it all down. We'll make good progress, get to the playoffs, tear it all down. So, we can't build on consistency. So this is what this year will be, is getting consistency.
Well, look at who Pete and spot they could bring it in. The guys that thought they had guaranteed jobs. Yeah, no. It's not guaranteed. I'm bringing this guy in to see if you can actually beat him. If you can't beat him, then you're not playing. And that's what they're doing. In the past, we didn't do that. We brought in guys on big contracts, or some of the coaches. I like this guy because he does what I say. Guys like that. No, they bring it in like, all right, you guys are comfortable right now. Wait, you're going to be very uncomfortable doing training camp, because if you can't beat this guy out, c'est la vie.
Yeah, and just the how confident Pete Carroll was in his team, bro. You know what I mean? Watching what he said, bro. He said, "I've been winning 10 games a year for 20 years now. Like, we're gonna win a bunch here." You know what I mean? Just hearing the confidence from a guy like that compared to the coaches we had. You know what I mean? And knowing what Pete Carroll was really about. Like we seen him, bro. We seen what he did. You know what I mean? Like I said, he went, took Russell Wilson to a Super Bowl, and look at him now. Russell Wilson's a fucking trash can, bro.
Two Super Bowls. He won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, it was a 2. Yeah, they won 1, but you know what I mean? They lost the other. But yeah, that's a good coach.
No.
Yeah.
It was a bad call last one, but he said he won't make that mistake again.
It's not like he had Tom Brady on his team. You know what I mean? It's not like he had Peyton Manning or fucking Joe Montana or anything like that. You know what I mean? He had Russell. He had a very good defense. And we're stacking up, bro. Like, look at what we really got. You know what I mean? We're stacking up fat.
Yeah.
Even that Super Bowl where he was on the Patriots, they lost to Brett Favre and that squad. And it actually Desmond Howard, if you guys remember that Super Bowl.
Desmond Howard, yeah.
Desmond Howard went off. So like that was pretty much that was a winnable game too. But then, like I said, Desmond Howard went off. So but yeah, at the very least, he'll lose a Super Bowl. Let that sink in. Like that, if his failures are at the very highest level of, you know what I'm saying, and it's, it's 50-50. It's all about what you do that day. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be the best team. We've seen that. Best offense, and we could see, things go bad. But that's the thing. At the very least, he loses the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I would take losing Super Bowl than going 4-13 any day.
Any day.
Any day. We could have lost, like you said, on a last-minute player or something like that, but we got there. Mm-hmm. And that means, okay, next year we're going to build better.
Yeah, and that's a good thing, bro, and we're seeing it with our own eyes now, is Pete don't stop working, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. His brain never stops, and we see it with the way he's moving, especially in the off. Like, look at it now, where it's happening in front of our face, which is good. If the coach is steady working, then the players are steady working. You know what I mean? If we got a coach who's taking off days and motherfuckers in the Bahamas and shit, then we got players who ain't really there 100%. And that's the thing about Pete, bro. Is if you ain't here 100, look at Jack Jones. Jack Jones wasn't in it 110. And
he wasn't in at 80%. He was
that motherfucker was at like 23% on it. You know what I mean?
Like, he, like you said, his mentor was a head coach, so he thought he had a permanent job. I mean, AP did bring him in. He had some splash plays, but if you're not going to give it 100%, you're not going to be here.
You're not going to be here. And as we keep picking
Bueno,
guys up, what's up, Bueno? As we keep picking guys up, it's like I have a lot of faith in these guys now, just based on I know Pete ain't gonna pick no bum who ain't. You know what I mean? I don't see that. And really, Jack Jones, if he didn't have those 2 pick sixes, he would have been gone without a question. The only reason he stuck around so long was really because of that and what we had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It another guy too. The intro video that they show when the players all show up in the morning, hell early in the morning, coming to the facility, and they showed Trey Taylor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, so is this the year that we see a little bit more Trey Taylor? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that because that's you guys were talking about AP, and that was another one of AP's guys that he vouched for. So he's still around. So I just want to see. Is the guy really talented? Is this guy really got talent? Because even Jack Jones at times, it's just when you're super talented, sometimes some players feel like, okay, well, I don't have to help out in the run game because I'm so good as a DB. You know what I'm saying? They need me out here, so I'm not going to get myself tied up in the run game. But there's players that like to get after it, that just love football, that are going to be there. And he just wasn't that guy. He wasn't that. Like you said, Pete type of guy where you're just gonna get nasty if it's you and the running back, and this you're the last person to stop the running back. Then you got to get him down.
Yeah, like Pete. Looking at Pete, the way he likes to pick his guys, bro, it's all on discipline. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because we seen Richard Sherman go out of discipline a few times in Seattle, and we seen personally Pete Carroll. You know what I mean? And Richard Sherman going at it. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. When now that we're picking all these guys, bro, I feel a whole lot comfortable when we're signing and things like that. It's not a blind pick like we're used to grabbing. Coaching staff is up to par now. Coordinators are up to par.
Well, some players think that their athleticism and all that stuff, that's all they need. Okay, well, I'm fast, I'm strong, I'm tall, I can do that. But that's fine. But Pete Carroll want guys out there that can think on the fly, like I said earlier. Sometimes, you got to think. I mean, your speed and your athleticism, it's not going to work all the time. Sometimes you got to think of where to be. Sometimes you got to think on how to do this. And Jack Jones was not thinking on the field. He was just using his speed and all that stuff. The guy got past me, I can catch up to him. Not always the case because he got burned a couple of times last year. Yeah, what's up, Detroit guy? So that's why he brought some of these veterans in, like Jamal Adams, JT Woods. And also we didn't talk about was they brought in a guard that played with Chip Kelly in UCLA. Another guard. So they are concentrating on that line, that old line. They brought another guy in. I don't know how big he is. Anybody know how big that guy is? Antonio Mapi.
No, off the rip. I'm happy they did bring a guard in though, because that's one spot I'm worried about. Because we don't know if how that guard position is weak. Honestly, that the center is locked down. JPJ, he got that. Colton Miller. He's got that locked up. That guard, we got a lot of floating question marks.
Yeah, both sides.
On both sides.
Yeah, so I'm glad they're doing that, and there's more competition for that guard spot.
Yeah, anything, and it's at least they're seeing the same thing. So we've been saying guard because like you said, JPJ's locked, Glaze locked, Miller locked, guards. You know,
Yeah, because I mean, like Meredith, honestly, I'd pull Meredith up as a starter, and even that's kind of like it's not really, you know what I mean. And then when we look at Kappa, it's like we seen what Kappa did the last year. I'm not really too sold on Kappa. Like, yeah, I'm happy that we brought guard in because I mean we don't know if he's gonna start or whatever, but yeah, it's gonna make these guys work a little harder.
Yeah. Remember how when McDaniels came and they were still trying to figure out the line, and then they kept using those 2 tight end sets and blocking tight ends, and we still couldn't run the dang ball. But that was the part of like we were using all these extra players, and my thing was, who's gonna go run out for routes if all our damn tight ends are blocking, and we just got 2 wide receivers? That's when we had Jacoby and Devontae. So basically, once the tight ends are blocking, because it was when our tackle situation was kind of crazy, and it was just like we weren't putting the weapons out there. And I'm like, that's crazy. We're too busy getting guys that'll, what I'm saying, block, but then we need, you can't score touchdowns by, not having weapons out there.
No, thanks. Yeah, 6'3", 330. Son's a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
he's a big boy. So he's not fleet-footed. He's not the fastest guards out there, but he's a monster. Hey, what's up, 805? I watched 805. I watched 805 and Chris and Severe today. And I think it was Severe, correct me if I'm wrong, on 805 and that, or Chris said this, that back in the day, we used to beat people up on the offensive line. We used to actually just steamroll them because we had big guys. We had guys that just, punch their lights out. You get on those 7 to 12 yard drive, and then the defense is so tired because they go against the defensive line is so tired that they go against the big offensive line that they're worn out. Keep doing that with a dose of Genty or Morsart or whoever running back they got back there. Keep doing that. Yeah. And it's wear that defense down because there was so many times last year that we was on a field only for 3 downs on the offense. 3 downs. At the punt or get a pick.
Yeah. And that's the jacked up part, bro, is like everyone try to blame the defense and they're blaming players, but it's like, bro, when you got the offense out there on 3 and outs, and like look at Max Crosby, bro, that the offense basically, bro, the offense is what led to Max Crosby's injury, just due to bro was out there 90% of the game because the fucking offense can't get down the field to save their life.
No, they going.
But now,
always going there with a 2-minute drive and at a punt. As soon as the defense get the ball back to the offense, by the time they sit down, they about ready to drink the Gatorade. Defense up, like, dang, I just sat down. I just sat down.
Nah, real talk, bro. And then, like, when you talk about, old school football, punch the lights out, like, we haven't really had, I mean, don't get me wrong, Jacobs was a dog, but like Genty, I feel like he's going to be a little better than Jacobs was for us. And I feel like he's one of them old school running backs, bro, who really got the dog in him. It's just if we can get, and this is why I keep saying, bro, is this offensive line is really going to dictate a lot of things this year, especially for Geno and for Ashton Genty. If this O-line could really do what they got to do, them 2 guys specifically will have a really good year.
Yeah, that's why I'd say I look in the focus. I know I'm playing way fast forward, but this next draft will be the draft that we get that top lineman, that top tackle. Because now, the past couple drafts, we need to help everywhere.
Yeah,
and couldn't afford, especially offensively, to take that type of player because we needed weapons, we needed all this. But now we have like you said, we got the best running back in the draft. We got some fast wide receivers. We got a Jacoby type, possession receiver. But now we can build this nasty line, like, be excited for the next couple of years. Because once we do that, then we don't have those questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, then we're like, okay, hey, we got a stacked line. We can bang with anybody,
Yeah. And the cool thing is, too, is, like, don't get me wrong, bro. We still got pieces we got to fill in the cornerback room. Honestly, in the linebacker room as well, bro. Like, we just don't know what it is. But the thing is now that we have head coaches and coordinators that are going to draw a lot of attention to players that come and want to play for us. You know what I mean? Because bro, when you think just look at the coaching staff, who wouldn't want to play for Pete Carroll? Who wouldn't want to play for Chip Kelly and Patrick Graham all on the same team? Like, come on, bro. It just makes sense. You know what I mean? It's starting to make sense now. And that's the fucked up part is it hasn't made sense for quite some time with the Raider Nation. But now you look at what we're doing, bro. We're adding pieces, puzzles starting to fit in. You know what I mean? This is my favorite quote from Jeff and Chris interview with Violator is, you know what I mean? We ain't hit the corner yet, but we're in the right lane to hit the corner. You know what I mean? We're there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ghost Man. Well, we know Pete Carroll's not going to be there forever. We know that. You know, he'll probably be at 3, maybe 4 at that. He should be 74 when the season starts or during the season. But if you look at how he's moving around, I've never seen a 70-year-old guy move like he does, act like he does. The man the age might be there, but he's still young at heart. So meanwhile, while he's there, he's going to get this team ready. So whoever take over next, don't really have to do nothing. As long as they don't destroy it like the dumbass McDummy did, he's getting the team ready.
Yeah,
and then like Chewy said, everybody will love to play for Pete Carroll. I mean, he brings winning to the culture of each team he was with, get them to the big games. You know, I don't care. Some people say that's not true. They want the money, and that's true. Some players play for the money, but a lot of players want to play for a legacy, a winning legacy.
Real players.
You can go out there and say, the guy walking around, I should play for, let's say, I should play for the Rams, team I hate. And they look at like, well, who are you? I play for the Rams. Did you win anything in the past 10 years? You know, it's like that. They want that legacy where they're being recognized. Hall of Fame is kind of like, what it is. But every player wants to win a championship. They won't have that ring on their finger.
Oh yeah.
They won't have that. They don't have that trophy case. 2021 champion.
And this is the main piece that everyone doesn't talk about or no one ever sees, and I don't ever hear from anybody. But bro, we got Tom Brady in the building, dog. Like, he ain't a loser, bro. You know what I mean? He's one of them guys that's competitive. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying every player wants to play for Pete. I say a lot of players want to play for Pete. I ain't say every player.
No, I'm talking about
I'm talking about Ghostman's comment.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying a lot of players go and want to play for a winning team. What players, we sign for these losing teams because they getting paid so much money. That's why they sign for these losing teams. Like, I'll pay you a bunch of money to play for us. Yeah, I'll sign because they want the money.
Look at Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett should have left. He stayed with the shitty ass Browns.
They're going for some players like, I want to win a championship eventually.
Yeah, exactly. I was looking at numbers because I swear Tom Coughlin was that old too, but I guess he wasn't.
He was a good one too, bro.
Yeah, because I was gonna say he was pretty old when he won with them. He was 65 when he won, in 2011. And Andy Reid was 65, 66, Belichick, 68, Bruce Arians. You know what I'm saying? So with coaching, the age is actually better. You know what I mean? Like the older you are, the more you can contribute to the game. Like these rookie court, like say Ben Johnson, he's going to have to figure some stuff out this year. You know what I'm saying? He could be as talented as, he is, call him offensive plays and stuff like that. Now you got to run the whole show. So, you know what I'm saying? There's learning curves. Yeah. Like, I'd rather have Pete Carroll with his experience than Ben Johnson with his lack of experience. You know what I'm saying? Especially our team versus what they have in Chicago. I'll take our chances every time, just because of what we're building. We don't know what Chicago's going to do. We're not going to say they're going to be this great offensive team. No, it's still going to be probably Green Bay and maybe I feel like, I'm not too high on Minnesota, but I feel like Green Bay will take that division. So,
okay. Ghostman, I see what you're saying. Today's players are different. They are hit to the business game, get your back. Well, it's always been like that. It never was nothing new. It always been like that. I've been watching football for a long time. It always about getting the money. It always been like that. But how you gonna get paid if you don't play for a good team and you don't do anything? Nobody gonna pay you. We got a lot. Look at the Patriots did. Our defense is pretty good. They took 3 players from us. So the defense is good. Offense. I mean, offensive players that anybody take from our team? None.
Yeah.
So
No,
if you don't play in a good system, if you don't play good like that, they're not going to pay you. I know what you're saying. It's been like that for a long time. That's not nothing new.
I would never say experience is overrated. You know what I'm saying? Because I would take someone over experience than inexperience. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, because
because
off the rip, bro, you got trust in the guy. He's done been like
been
look at the
there, done that.
linebacker group we got. The linebacker group is full of experience, bro. Devin White,
there,
been to a
done that.
bowl. Pratt, been to a bowl. Atlanta Roberts, been to a bowl. Chip Kelly, you know what I mean? How many championships he got? Patrick Graham got a Super Bowl. Pete Carroll got a Super Bowl and a championship in college, bro. Like, you know what I mean? There's a reason. There's a reason why they got there.
One. You only have one. That's Ohio State. But he's been close to a lot of them. We only have one. But still, he's been there in big games. Chip Kelly knows big games. Maybe he couldn't get it right, so some things happen. But they've been to big games. This teams were winning.
And I get it, Dino Dallas. My bad.
Okay, how experience overrated? I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I'm getting with Ghostman. Experience overrated. Let's say this: your guys, your roof is blown off. Would you hire a guy 20 years in a business, or you hire a guy as his first job ever?
Especially trusting your money. Like, are you going to trust your money with some dude you just met, or are you going to trust your money with someone that you've been working with and you guys been doing business for quite some time?
Not even that. You just go look for a roofer. This guy has 10 years experience. This is his second job ever. Who are you going to hire to fix your roof? I mean, it's a bad comparison, but
no, that's prime example, bro.
That's actually a good comparison.
That's perfect.
Because the older guy might take a little longer to get it done, but he does the work. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to
legit.
Yeah, he's not going to cut corners. He's going to, you know what I'm saying? He's going to do it the old-fashioned way, and it's going to get it done. He's not going to cut corners where you got holes in your roof. You know what I'm saying? When it rains,
the old guy knows things that he's seen through his years. He sees things that the young guy will not see yet. He probably will eventually pick it on up, but he see things. That's all it is. I just the same thing 2 years ago. I know exactly what your problem is.
Yeah, and I'll tell you guys one thing. Like, because you know what I mean, I fix windows and do all that broken glass stuff, and my uncle does it as well. And he's got experience 25 some years, and he always told me the main thing with experience is it's not what to do, it's what not to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
And that stuck with me, bro. And you know what I mean? These guys, with experience, they know what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what saves you.
Good point. That's a good point you made too. That's exactly what's true.
Yeah.
They know how to avoid mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Ghostman, this is not to, you know what I'm saying, like this is nothing towards you or anything like that. But it's just I in my personal experience, I look at the coaches that we've had. Look what inexperience did for us the last 3 years with Pierce and with McDaniels. I'll say his name, McDaniels. You know, so that's where now you notice coming into this offseason, we don't have the worries that we had. So it's not that we have some of the same players that are here, but it's a whole nother outlook with a better coach. You know what I'm saying? Like a better coach can cover up and fix the things that need to be fixed. A bad coach is not going to develop players. They're not going to, well, like I said, McDaniels, we had McDaniels for 2 years, inexperience. We seen what he did when he had a shot with Denver. You know, it kind of helped us, but when he came to us, not a good thing. We had Pierce, inexperience. Didn't know, that side of the, anything. And so it's a learning curve. And obviously he wasn't the guy. So, Pete Carroll, maybe you have something against Pete Carroll, maybe, so that's on you guys. But I just know, because I'm a Cal Berkeley fan. I know Pete Carroll because he's been kicking in our butt for years.
Yes, he has. I was a USC fan. I know that. I was there.
I know Chris was gonna love that too. No, but you know what I'm saying? I've seen and I didn't like Pete Carroll, but I respected Pete for just, I mean, he knows how to put a ball team together. And it doesn't have to be a big name or nothing like that. He would take, just as long as you're willing to work and you can, you can pretty much sell out and just be what he needs you to be, he'll put you in position to be successful. That's the thing. Like, if you don't like Pete, it's probably because you're on the opposite side of a lot of his whoopings. Because like he does, that's what I'm saying. Ghostman, we'll come back to this at the end of the season. And if I'm wrong, then hey, I'll say, hey, I'm wrong. But I have faith. Like I said, I mean, tell me the last time Pete Carroll ever had a troubled team where people don't get along and you hear about all this stuff, and how we had the drama and all that. You don't hear that with Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, man, if you get you up out of there, if you causing any kind of strife, anything on the team, you're out of here. He's not playing. 80 years old, 90, he's not going for it.
You've seen the Twitter post, though.
I see your list. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, you know what? That's not the fault, but only one person. That's fault of the ownership and the upper management. They didn't hire the right guys. And I feel now that Mark Davis finally, like, you know what, with Tom Brady and Richard Seymour in the building as partial owners, they probably sat Mark Davis down like, look, dude, you want a winning team, you want to bring our fans back in the seats of this Coliseum that you built, the stadium you built, you better get the right guys. And that's the influence of Seymour and Brady. And so Mark Davis said, hey, okay. And that's what's going on right now. And I like the shift that's happening. They finally get the right guys. No McDaniels, no Pierce, none of that stuff. So I'm happy with that. And we'll see how it turns out. We could be wrong. They can go 5. They can go 5 and 12 next year, but they won't. They can go 12-5, possibility. But we got to see how it turns out, because Rome ain't building a day. The Pete Carroll turned his team around quicker than any of the other coaches that was out there for hire.
Yeah. And when I say experience, I don't mean like you just been in the league just lingering around. Like, no, I mean you've been a part of winning organizations, and there's consistency. I mean, you named a whole bunch of bum coaches. Like, these are bums. Like, these are people. Let me see. Out of the list,
North Turner's back in the building now.
Is he?
Is he?
I think he is, if I'm not mistaken.
Because like John Fox had one good year where he took them to the Super Bowl, and then after that, nothing. You know what I'm saying? John Fossil, Marty Schottenheimer is probably the most successful name on this list. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, but it doesn't mean, and then even him as a coach he started to kind of he made KC actually relevant. You know what I'm saying? Back when they weren't. So that's what I'm saying. It's not experience just because you've been in the league 20 years. It's exactly. that you know how to win, and you've done it consistently. That you don't, like these guys haven't been, and then when they get there, they lose. You know what I'm saying? So that's not experience. That's just one time you went somewhere and had a bad experience. You know what I'm saying? But these guys have been in the dance. Like I said, at the very least, Pete Carroll loses Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and there's people that won't even sniff one.
Yeah, bro. Like, when you look, and like I said, bro, look at what he was talking about. Pete went up there and said, dog, with his own words, I've been winning 10 games a year for the last 20 years. We're gonna win a bunch here. That's what he said, bro, out of his words. Pete Carroll. We're gonna win a bunch here. That's exactly what he said.
And as coach, they were bums here. Even if they were our coach, I can still say they were bums. McDaniel was a bum. Lane Kiffin was a bum. Arshell was a bum his second time around.
Second time around, it was terrible. Well, it wasn't his fault because they had no money and nothing. They couldn't do anything, so they didn't put nothing around them. But other than that, we have some lousy coaches. It starts from the head, starts from the top.
Yeah, North Turner, bum. I just didn't like him. But Pierce, bum. Like, he didn't on the fourth quarter of a game, and you're losing, and you're within one score, and you got a look on your face like all is lost. Like, there's nothing possible to do. That's not a coach. A coach is gonna stop the bleeding. You know what I mean? At the very least, we're gonna stop this shit, and we're gonna get this shit going back the right way. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's like, I mean, we could blame it was not their time and all this stuff, but where are they now? You know what I'm saying? If they were that good coach, where are they now? So,
Yeah. As
Yeah,
far
I
as
mean,
Pete Carroll concerned, I am happy with that. I'm not saying he's gonna be it forever. Nobody is, but at least we got a chance to, like you said, get in the right, like Byler said, get in the right lane to make that turn. He's setting up the Raiders for success for the future. It's like I say, he's bringing his old some of his guys he know about, he talked to. He's getting guys to get these young guys ready. You know, so what he's doing is building for the future. He knows what he's doing. You can turn a team around next year, or maybe 2 years, or maybe it's final year, the third year, maybe it's final year. Like I'm done. This is my last year. And he won Super Bowl. We just got to
yeah,
see what happens. But I want to see the state of mind of the Raiders, the players, and everything when they start playing games. Are they hitting? Are they
Yeah.
tackling? Are they running? Are they blocking? Are they throwing the balls? Are they getting no? There's a lot of things I want to see in this preseason. I usually don't watch preseason games, but definitely gonna watch these.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be a lot to see, bro. Because, like I said, just the way Pete Carroll moves, and like I said, a lot of people they might be haters or whatever the hell, but you got to give a man his credit where it's due. You know what I mean? He got full. Look at his winning seasons, bro. Compared to his losing seasons, I think he got a few losing seasons
Not
compared to
many.
how. Yeah, like I think like 3 or 4 maybe compared to how many years he's been in the league. Like, come on, bro. He knows what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
And
his losing seasons are like 8-9. You know what I'm saying? Like
and
eight
that's the
and
thing.
eight, 8-8,
If
or
I
7
I
and you know what I mean?
guarantee you, bro, if the Raiders get 8-9 wins, I guarantee Raider Nation will be happy. Why? Because dog, we had 4 wins last year, bro. You know what I mean? If you
Ghostman, are you upset? Because you seem like you've been a lot of negative today.
Yeah, I was like,
What's going on,
dang,
man? Why are
like,
you so negative? But that's
yeah,
fine. That's fine. You had
he
the right
might
to be negative because we stuck for a while, so that's fine. I understand
yeah,
that.
it's all
yeah.
good, bro.
But if
Hey, I'll
just
tell
things
you,
go down there, we got to get the backup. It could be Cam Miller, it could be LC. We don't know yet.
You
We'll
said
I
see how
tell
that
you,
plays out.
Carson Palmer. Are you serious?
I'll
Carson
tell you
Palmer
what.
was good for 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. That's
I
crazy.
I'll tell you what, Ghost man. It's all good. You know what I mean? The negativity, it's all good.
No, it's
I
fine.
think
He has a right to
no,
be because we
no,
sucked
I
for a few
I
years,
get
so he
it.
has a right.
I get it. I just want to say this is I've been a Raider fan since the year we drafted Jamarcus Russell was when I became a Raider fan. Hey, I've had nothing but negative years, dog. And you know what I mean? I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. It just this team looks a whole lot different, bro. And the coaching staff seems a whole lot. It just looks it's a complete new look that we haven't seen in a very long time.
Yeah. Sometimes when people sleep, that's their reality. You know?
12 and
So
5. Okay. Geomex.
yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it's even if Geno Smith went down, that's the thing that's the thing about the Pete power. Pete is the quarterback whisperer too. You know what I'm saying? Like, look what he did with Russell Wilson. And I know Russell Wilson was mobile and all that kind of stuff, but like with AOC under Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly, and with
Okay.
the pieces that we have, with a better line, with a running game now. As I said, things have changed. You know,
Yeah,
like we look at the past and all this kind of stuff, but things have changed. This is a whole new, and this is year one. I mean, I'm looking at it year one because this is really what it is. We're going to see what we have, keep the good pieces, and add to it. And we're getting things for cheap. So it's going to be, we're going to be able to work some of these contracts. And if you want to go somewhere else, go somewhere else. But we need the people that want to be here.
Yeah, Ghost man, I'm not saying you're negative. I'm not saying you get put. You what you're saying was a lot of things were true. I agree with that. And like I said, I'm frustrated too with the last few years. And a few years, I'm talking about like I've been a Raider fan since '76. I've been a Raider fan since these two guys ever were born. So, yeah, I've seen some good years, seen some bad years, and I've been pretty pissed off for the past few years. I mean, like more than 3, more like since I've been pissed off since 2016. No,
Yeah,
before that.
really since that little playoff run we had when we lost with Derek Carr. I mean, that's the most excitement we've had in a long
In a
time.
while. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we should have followed up on that too. That's why I get pissed off that we go to the playoffs and then it takes us 4 or 5 years to get back. And then we get there again, and then we don't build off what got us there. You know what I mean? We just keep going.
And this is the thing, guys, is what that about the whole follow-up thing is it's you know what I mean. Sometimes it's the front office, dog. Like
It is the front office.
Mark Davis, bro. You know what I mean. And don't get me wrong, bro. Like John Gruden was on his way to changing this shit. It's just the way everything ended. It threw the Raiders like in a spiral circle, dog. You know what I mean. To just down, we just slid downhill after that, honestly, because we were looking decent, bro. We were looking like we were gonna do something.
Well, you remember what Gruden said when he got hired? He said,
10
"If I'll make
years.
the play-" no. He said, "If I'll make the playoff in 4 years, you can fire me." And his fourth year, when he had all the email bull BS,
Yeah,
that was his team he built. And where did they go? To the playoffs. So he was building it up. But then, that email stuff, he got fired, which I think he'll still stay up to this day, but that's for another story. But he was building team ups. That was his team. That was his picks. Everything was his.
Yeah, I feel like if we would have had him finish those 10, bro, we would have been in a whole better position than what we are.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're looking good, but still we haven't really seen anything yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard to base stuff on. But the way John Gruden was moving, I'd agree with it.
Yeah.
And Geo Max, I agree with you because when Jet the Reader was doing it, it was just going the right. They were going the right direction.
Yeah.
What did Mark Davis do? Screw that up. He did
every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that is true. Like Jack Del Rio, I thought was a good coach, and I thought that
Bisaccia.
like even Bisaccia was able to carry out because I think Gruden was out by what, week 6 or something like that, or something crazy.
That was his team, but it takes a coach, dog. To you know what I mean. The coach got to do his part to win the game.
Yeah, and see how they took that. See, that's the thing. Like, as nobody expected us to do nothing that year. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we had high expectations 2021. We just came out hot, won three of the first games. And then from that way, we kind of dictated the way we were going to go. And it was crazy because I love, you may hate Gruden, love Gruden, whatever. I like what Gruden brought because it's, with Gruden's like his face, especially remember first time around Gruden, Chucky face, all that, nobody wanted to go, approach him and all this. It's like, hey, we just going to play football. It was just everybody was focused on football because if you didn't and you effed up, he's gonna look here, and it's all on his face. It's all on his face. So that's why I love that because we were out of control, bro. There was no discipline. There was nobody being held accountable for nothing. So with Gruden, it got back to, bro, you're gonna get to football. That's the only thing that matters. That's the only language I speak is football. So if you can't speak that, sayonara, or adios. You know what I mean? Because I love that. And that's kind of similar. It's no BS with Pete. Because if you aren't ready, then that's okay. Someone else is ready. That's okay. You can develop, but we need this now. So that's what I'm saying. This is not going to be a season where 4 wins, 5 wins. That's going to be unacceptable.
I don't think so.
Pete will not sleep with a team like that. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I know it's all talk for right now. And just have faith. This is not me woofing and just saying, oh, well, we're going to do this because I've done it. But the last year, I knew it was not going to be good. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. This feels different, and it is different. Not just feels different. It is different.
Yeah, Ghost Man, he said second Gruden was all about getting paid and making his brand. I don't think so, bro, because Gruden came in knowing this team was all flopped around.
Yeah.
And he really made some moves, dude. And we were like, look what happened when he left. If he was there, we probably would have won that game.
What Mark Davis did with Gruden is basically he told Gruden, run everything. 10 years, run everything. Whatever you have to do. He didn't want no responsibility for that. Gruden came in there, got full control of every aspect of the Raiders. Not just the team, but every aspect of that. So Mark Davis wanted that because Mark Davis is not a football guy. We all know that. He even said it.
Yeah.
So he wanted Gruden to take all the responsibilities. Yeah. So, not get paid, but 10 years, $100 million, good money.
Yeah. Gruden was too nice his second time around. I felt he was a different person, and I just, I like, hey, he still, because even with Carr, I felt like Gruden, I said Pete was the quarterback whisperer, but really it's Gruden. Because
Gruden, Gruden's QB camp, bro. He ran through every quarterback.
there'll be so many times like I would watch on the sidelines after like a third out, 3 and out, whatever, and then just I would see Gruden talking to Carr, and he'd be trying to explain something, right? Like trying to tell him, hey, you didn't see this or whatever. And then when Carr was like, no, well, I thought this and that, and that's why I was just like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? Because it's just like you could just see the look on Gruden's face. If you guys have, remember those games, you would just like we'd be walking off on like a third out, and he'd just be like, God damn, like what the, you know what I mean? Like we practiced this shit. Like what's going on? And then just their communication. I could see that wasn't, for some reason, that wasn't going to last long. He was pretty patient though. He was pretty patient, and it was just trying to simplify it, I think, for him. And then when we added Ruggs and stuff like that, because Derek was good. If you have a burner that, like, say when he gets when he gets that cover zero, he will every time. If you give him like at the Saints, when you notice when Shaheed and Olave play, he wins. But when they're out injured, he doesn't win because he doesn't have that over the top safety blanket that he can just chuck it up to and they'll catch up. Remember when Ruggs in that Jets
one-on-one, he's throwing that shit.
Yeah, like remember Ruggs in the Jets game, also the Baltimore game where we closed it out in overtime against in 21, where we beat the Ravens that first game, and then we threw it to what's his name? 7. He was the good ass
Seth Roberts.
Yeah, no, 21. He was Zay Jones. Zay Jones.
Zay Jones.
Remember, he throws it up. Zay Jones catches. That's the type of players he needs. A speed guy that can pretty much safety blanket. And then when we had Ruggs, that gave him the ultimate because Ruggs was fast enough to catch up to anything. You just put it in that direction. He has that speed.
Yeah.
So
he's
on
his way to 1,000 yards. You talking about Mike Mayock? That's what you talking about? I guess so. Yeah, well, of course, Gruden gonna hire his yes man who gonna agree with what he says. So that was the problem. They had nobody to disagree with him because whatever he said went because he had full control of the team.
Yeah.
So, Mayock. I know. He was a good analysis for ESPN or whoever's NFL Network. I forgot which one he was. He was a good draftman analysis. He beat. Remember that Mayock beat the table for Khalil Mack and the Raiders did draft him. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't really the general manager. He was just a figurehead. He was just there to look like we have a general manager because who made all the calls was Gruden at the time. He didn't got the guys he wanted.
Mm-hmm. And then you got to remember too, we're paying all these guys. This is a period where we're still paying for players, paying for coaches, paying for people that don't even play for us anymore. You know what I mean? So we were just trying to get ourselves out of the cap hell that we were in. And then that's kind of when we started kind of break it even. And then we actually have some cap space now, because for the longest we didn't have nothing. And then they were slow. So it's a balance because like you said, they put Gruden in because Mark doesn't know what he's doing. So they're like, hey, 10 years, Gruden, handle everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys got this. I trust y'all. Do your thing. I'm just gonna. If you need some money, let me know. I got you. I'll send you some. But it's kind of like that. Like Gruden was putting together, and it was costly the way he's putting it together. But he did. So the thing with Gruden, I wasn't mad because he knew the talent that he needed, and he just didn't give a damn about the price. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, shit, I'll throw, hey, whatever we got to do, just
I'll take a pay cut. Yeah. I'll pay him out of my pocket.
It ain't my money. I ain't got nothing. They didn't come out of my wallet. I don't care.
Yeah. So that's why you had a Mayock, because Mayock ain't gonna tell you, John, that's a little expensive for you know what I'm saying? He's coming up in, but that guy's a dog. I want this guy, So that's the thing. But P is getting the same caliber, but for cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Like they're getting these players for a lot cheaper. I know it's everybody involved. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying they're bringing in the same caliber that John was trying to bring in, but for cheap.
I'll tell you this though. This is what I think that's different. I think Pete knows how to talk to these guys. Like, hey, I'm gonna sign you for this. But if you could do this, this, and this, hey, when it comes time, bro, I got you. You know what I mean? Like, and that'll put a fire under a lot of people's asses. Like, hey, it's all right. You got me. All right, I'm gonna go handle that. You know what I mean? And because that'll get a lot of guys moving for you, bro. Hey, you know what I mean? When you start I got you with this. You know what I mean? If you could do this, I got you. Just it make your guys work for you, bro. Just knowing that they got something to look forward to.
That's why he signed those one. That's why he signed those 1 year, 2 year contracts.
Especially,
it's not a prove it deal. Yeah, pretty much it is. But like this, hey, show me something. Show me what you got. And if you halfway through the season, you come up with some great ass stats. You on the stat sheet at the top of the stat sheet, not the bottom. Then we'll go ahead and extend you. That's why they got all this money still left. They can extend these guys during the course of the season. Wait, this guy's very valuable. He did this and that. We'll keep you. If you don't do anything, you can let them go. And they won't cost us a dime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Someone's drunk. Someone's drunk.
Yeah, I like that, Marty. Yeah, we should bring back me down. So to do what? Well, we do have that position for that janitor. He can come do that.
See, this is the thing, Ghostman. This one, Ghostman said incentives don't work anymore. Cats want that guaranteed money. But when you got a guy who's, you know what I mean, who's not getting picked up by anybody, or a guy that just got let go of a team and he's down on his luck. When you sign a guy and say, "Hey, bro, we're giving you this. I know it might look ugly, but dude, you know what I mean." And that's what we did with a lot of these guys this year. And I feel like that's why a lot of guys are going to have to step up.
If you're unemployed and a job offer come in and you're unemployed, you'll take that job offer. Like, you know what? I won't guarantee money. Well, didn't your last team just cut you? Are they still getting a paycheck? No. Well, we offer you this. You want it now? You can go. You can walk somewhere else.
Everybody wants guaranteed money. That no doubt. Who doesn't want guaranteed money?
Oh, of course, I would too.
Look at Kappa, right? Like Kappa. So this is my example for why it's important for these, 1 year deals and stuff like that. Because look at the year that Kappa had last year, right? So that's what we say. We say he's not ready. Obviously had a bad year last year. All this kind of stuff. Now, with the people that you got coming in, basically like the Kappa thing, right? So he had a bad year last year. So this for him is a prove it year. You are going to be judged off what you did last year. You know what I mean? You're only as good as your last games. So that's the thing. Like, he's going to have to prove himself. And, you hear Raider Nation talking about it. Gil Kappa, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, from what he did last year and all this kind of stuff. But that's the thing. We're bringing in people. We're going to figure some things out. We got to see. You know what I mean? And they're doing it for a budget. It's a budget.
Yeah, I get you.
One of the reasons why I'm with Ghostman, the reason why someone is one of other teams, because sometimes the teams might draft or pick up another linebacker, and this linebacker, the one they got, is better than the one they had. So let the guy they had go. So that's one of the reasons too. Remember that. Not sometimes it's the money.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, like, well, we just signed another linebacker. But the other guy we had played for 3 years, like, you know what, we won't get another one to take your place. So they waived him and get to use the new guy they signed. And then the guy they waived might be a better linebacker than we have. So we'll take him.
That's fine. Look,
seconds.
Look, yeah, like if you're the Philadelphia Eagles, you love your sloppy seconds with Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what it is, bro. Like, some players just have to get into the right scheme and have to get with the right coaches, dog. Like, not everyone is compatible with each other, bro. But when you get these guys who are compatible and you get a team who could work, like, look at Saquon Barkley. Why didn't he go win a Super Bowl with the Giants? Why did it take him to go to the Eagles and win a Super Bowl? Why? Because it all made sense for him, bro. They had it worked out for him. So you can't say
Smarty guy. He's that's Smarty. Do you have a football team you want to cheer for, or he's coming just a troll? Because whatever. Red Rod's a short bus. So do you.
The Giants were in our trash. Yeah, I get that, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Sometimes it takes. Look at Jermaine Pratt. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens, but I think he's gonna be one of them dudes. Like you said, the Giants were trash. Yeah. Hey, the Cincinnati Bengals defense was trash. But just like how Saquon went to Philly, Jermaine Pratt going to Vegas. Like, you never know, bro. You can't knock it till it's there.
Yeah, Bengals went from
gotta show them exactly.
Bengals went from trash to Super Bowl, just like that.
Look at the Texans
with just one change at quarterback. Went, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. It's all it takes, bro, is 1 year. Like, it don't, like, when we went in 21, we had no expectations, like we just went off a bad experience the last season, and then this season we start like if we start hot, everything else means nothing. Who's on the team, all that kind of stuff means nothing. If we start 0-3 or 1-3, our usual, that's what's gonna matter. Or who's on that? It's the team that plays together, starting hot, starting to gel now. Because before we were mid-season trying to figure out who our line was going to be. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, we're going to shuffle each, give this person. The preseason, that was a joke. We're going to give Minshew a chance, and then we're going to give AOC a chance. No, you got to solidify somebody. Put someone in there. If you're flip-flopping, go with the person that was the last, your last successor, if that's the case. Whoever earned the position. And then it was just like they flipped a coin and like, Minshew. Oh damn! We're trying
no,
to
they ain't flip a coin. So I was gonna say Minshew started because we paid him all this money. That's what that was.
That's
which
crazy.
is bullshit.
Which is BS. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and then this is the thing, bro. Like, look at the Detroit Lions. What did they need to get to where they're at? They needed a fucking head coach.
But Ghost Man, we can't dictate what happens in the league. It shakes the way it shakes out, bro. We can't be responsible. Say if Mahomes breaks his leg and then we just happen to win the Super Bowl, does that not count? I mean, damn, well, that's crazy, bro. Like, what I'm saying? I don't know who peed in your Cheerios, bro, but like, that's crazy. Like, what I'm saying? Just be happy, bro. Just be happy that we're building something. You know what I'm saying?
You need to go to sleep and wake up again, man. That's not a bad night.
I'm praying for you, Ghost Man, for real.
Ghostman is probably his first record out this past few years. I don't blame him. I'll be the same way. I'll be scared. Look.
41 years, Ghost Man. 41 years I've done this. So
wait,
I mean,
wait, hold on. Wait. I see where Ghostman's coming from. I'll be skeptical too. I've seen the years where Raiders were dominant. I see years Raiders were like the walking laughing stock in the NFL. I can feel the skepticism. I can feel like, yeah, are we doing the right thing again? Because the past few years, we have not been doing the right thing. Not getting the right players, not getting the right coaches, not getting the administration staff right. Because you got to remember one thing. This one guy was actually embezzling money from the Raiders right under Mark Davis' nose, and he's supposed to be a businessman. So I'll be skeptical too. I understand that. I've been watching Raiders too long now, and I'm pretty frustrated. Frustrated last year, the year before last. So I understand how he feels. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Jason, cut you off.
No, but the thing is, like, it's he was talking about the year the Bengals went. Remember, we went to the playoffs that year and played the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? So, however it gets in, I mean, I wasn't mad that we got in and we earned it. It wasn't like we just fell into something. We earned it that year. We beat teams we were supposed to beat, and we finished the way we were supposed to finish because it could have went either way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to that game, we could have lost. We damn near lost that damn Charger game. You know what I'm saying? We're lucky they just suck. Sorry, Piano Man, but that they wanted to lose that game a lot less than we did. So, but I don't even know where I was going with that. But that's the thing. But like I said, all it takes, bro. Like, I'm trying to think who went to Minnesota. Minnesota came out of nowhere. No one expected Minnesota, and the Giants even made the damn playoffs the other 2 years ago. So I'm saying anybody can catch a luxury. It's just you got to do what you got to do when you get that opportunity.
The Texans when they got CJ Stroud and that coach they got.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. That's all it takes, bro. Is the right coach. And you don't need in all honesty, CJ Stroud isn't the best quarterback. He's not even up in the top tier with quarterbacks. He's a good quarterback. That's all you need, bro. You need a good quarterback, good coach. As long as they work and mesh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, do we think Derek Carr is the best quarterback? I don't think anybody does. But did he go to a playoff game? Yeah, that's all we need because that's what a playoff game is, a chance, dog. You just need a chance.
2016, Derek Carr on fire. It was different than 2021. 2021 was kind of reserved, Derek Carr. But it was before injury when he because he was a gunslinger. That's what I liked about DC. He didn't care about the critics and all that kind of stuff. He didn't care about he wasn't getting his feelings hurt and all that stuff. He balled out. He slung that ball because he had weapons. That when he had Amari and he had Crabtree, it was different in 2021. You had it just pretty much, guys put together. You know what I mean? Just please just catch the ball. And then so it was a different DC. I wanted DC to bounce back more than anybody, man. Like I promise you, I wanted him to be that dog, like don't listen to the fan, all that stuff. Just tune all that stuff out, trust in your guys, and just get after it, man. But I'm
from Fresno, bro.
Remember that
Derek Carr.
When we had Derek Carr, the downside was that the Raiders stopped drafting quarterbacks. That was it. They only drafted one, Kerry Collins, whoever this guy was. We stopped drafting quarterback because they felt comfortable with Derek Carr. And I believe that you should draft a quarterback at least once a year or once every other year, depends who's in the draft, to compete with Derek Carr. Remember, Derek Carr, they had nobody to compete with. Nobody to push him. They bought Mariota, he pushed him a little bit. But they really had no quarterback to push Derek Carr to his fullest potential. So Derek Carr was comfortable. He's complacent. He knew he had a starting job going to next year, and then the next year, then the next year. For 9 years, he was starting quarterback. See, Raiders need to stop that. They need to draft a quarterback at least every year or at least once every other year to push. Because Geno Smith got a 3-year contract. I don't tell him how he's going to be here. He's 34 years old.
Exactly.
AOC might be the answer, might not be the answer. You got the guy that drafted, what's his name, from North Dakota State?
Miller.
Cam Miller. They drafted him. Is it the answer? We don't know yet. We got yet to see.
Like a Brock Purdy.
Next year, they got some quarterbacks going to be available. Just draft one of them in the late rounds or whatever. You got to draft them in the first round, second round, third round, fourth round. Draft them, let them work out, see. Oh, this guy's pretty good. Brady got drafted late, and look what happened to him.
Exactly.
So they got to stop this. We're comfortable with Carr. Although he was decent, he has his good years and his bad years. But Raiders stopped drafting quarterbacks. Why? That was the management doing that. The GMs and all that stuff. They were comfortable. Even John Gruden was comfortable with Carr.
Yeah.
So
felt like he was enough.
Yeah, exactly. But is he? What if he got hurt? What happened when he got hurt in the 2016 season? We was on a great year that year. He got hurt in a game that really didn't mean anything against the Colts. Mm-hmm. Then what happened? We had to put out second string quarterback. He got hurt. Yeah, put out third string quarterback.
Yeah, even those quarterbacks, we didn't expect it because if you remember that season 2016, we had beat Houston. I think it was the last 2 or 3 times or whatever, and we beat them earlier that year. So this would have been a tough game, but we would have won it. You know what I'm saying? Like if DC was there, we would have won that game because we played them pretty well that year too. And yeah, it just with Connor Cook, man, like he just looked lost, and he was supposed to. He's a
ghost man. The 80s and 90s were a different era from what he's playing now. In those days, the running game is more important than the quarterback. They drafted running backs and this and that. They play a lot of different defense. These times now is all about the quarterback play. I mean, it was quarterback play back then, but now, especially now, it's supposed to be a passing league. Getting quarterback out there that knows what he's doing, especially back then. The defensive linemen, the DEs wasn't as fast as they are now. The defensive ends are fucking like monsters. Back then, they were big, slow, and they got to the quarterback. Now, they got to get a quarterback that's mobile, that can get out the pocket. So back then, they ain't drafting many quarterbacks. Now, they got draft these quarterbacks now to be mobile, to be fleet-footed, or not necessarily running quarterbacks, but mobile quarterbacks that can throw the ball. So a long time Raiders didn't draft anybody.
Look at every quarterback nowadays that has success. Lamar Jackson, he could run, he could throw. Josh Allen, he could run, he could throw. Patrick Mahomes, he could run, he could throw. You know what I mean? Like that's just times have changed.
Love, he can do the same thing. I mean,
exactly.
So it's a different era now. I don't know.
Jalen Hurts, he can run too.
Mm-hmm. Joe Burrow, when he's healthy, he can run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, a lot of these guys who are them top dogs in the league, bro, they got legs on them, and that's why. Don't get me wrong, bro. I loved AOC. What he did with what he had, I felt like he did okay, but he just didn't have the legs on him, and that's what killed Derek Carr too. Was Derek Carr? He fumbled. You know what I mean? When it came to him moving out the pocket, it wasn't his. It wasn't his game.
Ghost, man, ask you a question. How long you been watching the Raiders or football period? Because it seems like you know a lot of stuff, which I
sounds like a
appreciate.
long time. So
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Ghost, man. You put a lot of good points up there. I'm not saying, I see what you're saying. How long you been watching football? How many years? When you started watching football or a fan of a team? Because you make a lot of good points. Yeah, I like Ghost, man.
Since 65.
There you go. So he's older. He's watched football longer than I have.
Yeah.
I got now the picture's clear, Ghost, man. I got you, dude.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of the key winning. You know what I'm saying? Like you were young when, you know what I'm saying, like they were actually winning games. But like, and I know I get it, bro. Like every year I feel like, this could be the year, and it's just, it's either that or it's gonna be I'm gonna be like that. Like
no. Jason, I'm gonna cut you off on that.
What?
We're not the Cowboys fan. We don't say that every year. Cowboys.
Oh no, I say it every damn year. We go into the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
The thing is, he said name a Super Bowl winner with a mobile quarterback. I mean, Jalen Hurts was a mobile quarterback. Patrick Mahomes is a mobile quarterback.
Yeah, Patrick,
you know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah.
No, I got you, Ghost, man. All right. Now,
what's good, Matt? What's good, bro?
Now the whole picture's clear now, Ghost, man. I got you now.
Yeah, and I get it, bro. Like that's a lot of years of.
And I can see your frustration.
But you've seen some good years, though, and maybe that's what's frustrating about it, that you've seen the way it was supposed to go. The way we were the Raiders then, like, because we talked about it earlier. It was nasty. Like, it was never a pleasant trip for an opposite team to come to our stadium. It was never fun. The people, it was rare. That's what I'm saying. When you when we see the stadium now, like when I go to the Vegas stadium, it could be half, it could be,
it's a rainbow, it's colorful.
Yeah, but at Oakland Stadium, it's Raider,
black, silver, black,
Jet fan, Raider, Dolphin fan, Raider. We got a Brown fan. You know what I'm saying? It was our house.
It was like that in LA. With the LA, man, you saw a little
Fernando's team
over here, Patrick over there, but silver and black all the way around the stadium. Rarely did you see half the stadium like another team's color at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now like when I went to the Vegas game last year to the Niner game, bro, there was fucking all kinds of fans there, bro. Pittsburgh Steelers fans were there. There was Detroit Lions fans there. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I thought I was at a Raider game.
Yeah, that's the thing. We were never a good time. Like we had the saying. We may lose the game, but we're gonna win the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna be pleasant. Everybody try to get the hell up out of there before they get beat up or
because that was a big thing in Oakland, bro. Motherfuckers were getting beat up. Yeah, but it hasn't changed, dog. Because when I went last year, there was 3 fights.
Oh yeah,
I'm not kidding. We'll see what happens this year when I go. Because man, last year was funny.
And that's a scary thing because when we were so concerned about, we lost the game, but that was important because it was like, you're not gonna come in our house and disrespect us. You're not, because that's the thing. We've been sorry, but we've never been this like just pathetic. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we've been bad. Because someone was saying in the chat earlier, we Raiders been asked for 25 years. I mean, you must not have been watching us long enough because before Rich Gannon, we were ass. So you know what I'm saying? There was that. We had a long period before that, like with the Jeff Hostetlers and all that. All those building up quarterbacks till we got to Gannon. Then we were good for that 3 or whatever years, and then back to but. We lost our edge is what the difference is with this. Because, like I said, we've lost some games in the past, too. This is nothing new for us. But,
Jay Schrader, I remember him, yeah. I mean,
I was a kid when Schrader was playing.
Yeah. I remember Jay Schrader. Thought we had something there, but we didn't. Schrader the Raider, yeah. But, like I said, it comes from the top. It comes from the very top, the top of the food chain. He has to make the right decisions, get the right people on board,
Yeah.
and everybody was frustrated with why is Tom Brady buying a piece of the Raiders? Because Mark Davis is selling a piece of the Raiders. He bought it. What did Tom Brady come in and do? Change the whole program around. I say this, Mark Davis, if you're listening, you did a good job. You got football guys in there now. You can sit back with your young girlfriend and enjoy your Cristal and whatever caviar, and let the football game run a team. You know,
Yeah.
just sit back and relax. Let Tom Brady, Richard Seymour, and the rest of the football guys you brought in run the team because they played football. They know football.
Exactly. Yeah. Appreciate you, Matt. But yeah, bro, like you said, bro, when you look at bro, Tom Brady got rings. You know what I mean? Like when you look at what we got, bro, like guys have good experience. I know Jason was saying earlier, we don't just got guys that been lingering around fucking sitting on the bench for 20 years. Fuck, you know, like we don't got a bunch of Minshew's walking around the locker room, bro. Like we got guys who really been in there and did that. Guys who really won rings. Guys who been to Super Bowls, you know what I mean? Every coordinator and coach we got, bro, has done something. What does that say? Like these guys are like they're winners, dog. Like, and I keep getting back to this, bro. And you know, what I mean, I might be beating a dead horse, but what did Pete say? I've been winning 10 plus games a year for 20 plus years.
Beat that horse. Beat that horse.
Like,
that's
I'm excited to keep saying that, bro, because we ain't had that. Like we haven't had that, bro, since a long time. You know what I mean? And I came in, like I said, bro, I came in when Jamarcus Russell got drafted, dog. So like the last good year I've ever seen was Derek Carr. You know what I mean? I didn't get to see I have one uncle that's a Raider fan. He tells me all the good stories about the Raiders back in the day. I didn't get to see all that. I came in sucking it and we still suck. You know what I mean? So I feel the frustration. I get it. It's just it's starting to look different, bro. Like it hasn't looked this good in quite some time. And I'm only 25, dog, but I've been watching football since I was 6 years old in 2006, religiously. You know what I mean? Probably should have been in church on Sundays, but I'm glued to the TV. You know what I mean? Watching the Raiders play, like. So, like, I'm not saying I know everything, bro, but like when I see a change, I know the change. You know what I mean? I can see what it looks like.
Yeah, see, listen, Russell, Robert Galley. Well, we have some bad picks, and you know what? Sometimes you know how it is. The draft is a dice roll. They might look good in college. They come here trying to be crap.
Jensen might be a bust. We don't know.
You remember Robert Galley? It was one of the highest draft picks. Was a guard and trying to be garbage.
Yeah.
Even Jeff had his jersey, and you asked Jeff about that when you talked to him. But they didn't hit on drafts all the time. They got few good picks, but their top picks were terrible. You know, They go on a football hype. Oh, this guy played good in college. Yeah, sometimes it takes a real guy who knows football to see, he's good in college. But can he transfer to the NFL? I'll Tyree Wilson. He hasn't yet transferred over to the NFL yet. You still think he's playing college ball where he can just push people over. He's playing against boys.
Yeah.
Now you got to play against men who've seen it and done that before. So some people take long to develop, some people don't. He's taking too long for me. But that wasn't Pete Carroll's draft pick. That wasn't Telesco's draft pick. That was Big Dummy's draft pick. Okay? So now you got guys in there know what they're doing and no talent and no football players making these picks. Telesco did okay last year. We'll see, the book's still out on Spytek. We don't know yet until we see them on the field in a real game situation. Then we can pass judgment.
Ghostman, we are on the trend of positivity. You know, like I know, I get it. We're looking at what we've done the last, 41 years or so, 40 years, but we're building, like just that's all I ask for. Like I'm not asking you to believe it, because I wouldn't have anyone tell me to believe that the sky is green or I'm saying anything either. But like I just say, just look at this year. Don't look at the past. I know it's easy to look at the past because that's what we've seen. and that's what we know is actually real. But
and we always go by track records. That's what we go. We judge everyone on their priors and shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yep. Check every level, like from the quarterback situation to the running back situation. Just compare it just to last year. Just look at our last year's team. He said 8-9 at best. I mean, that's possible, but at those 8 and 9 can turn into 10 or 11. You know what I'm saying? Like we're going to be closer in these games. We're not going to be getting blown out by Carolina. We're not going to, because these games, Pete's not going to let it get out of control. That's the thing. He's going to keep it close. There's been a lot of times where the 49ers would be rolling, blowing through teams. Then they get to Seattle. It was a whole nother story. What was that? 6-9, 7-9, all these like tight ass games. But that's the thing that Pete will do. Pete will keep it close, and all you have to do is make a play, and you can win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we didn't have the nuts at the coaching position to do that. He didn't know what he was doing, and so when we got in situation, because it's situational football. Every situation is going to be different. What works at 3rd and 1 in the first quarter won't work in the 4th quarter, 3rd and 1. It's, you know what I mean? You're going to have to be creative. And that's the thing. Pierce wasn't experienced enough in those situations to be creative. He just had to do the bare minimum just to try to run a play.
Call a play. That's all you do.
And one thing that Pierce didn't do that I wish he had did a lot more, run up to the line, get everybody set, look at the defense, call your timeout. See what they're trying to show you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to hike the damn ball. You don't have to. You could call the timeout and get a better play. See what they're trying to do. They're going to get their best defense. Okay, so we're going to get that defense beater. That's what Pierce would not do. He would just sit there like a dumbass on the sideline, just looking like, damn, I can't wait till this shit is over. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the mentality. So look at the coaching position from that level. We've got better. Look at our offensive coordinator. We went from a joke with Getsy to one of the best.
Top three right now. I'd say.
Respectable. Defensive coordinator. We kept the same one, but we kept our defensive line guy. We kept,
but this is the thing though. Like with the defensive coordinator, like you said, we kept like, bro, Patrick Graham, dog, for the offense he had. That defense was great.
Definitely.
Imagine if we had an offense imagine if we had an offense that could keep him off the field for a little while, bro, to get juiced up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because that offense was like, bro, that's what really when I was watching last year, what saved us every game was our defense.
Yeah, I'm about to say the same thing because due to the fact that we was in a lot of games, like you said, sure, I think you said 5 games or touchdown or less.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that although we play some of these offense stuff, we still in a lot of games. It's just that the offense couldn't get a job done by getting points or staying on the field long enough.
Exactly.
And so the defense, Pete Carroll just adding pieces to it that we need. You see, like I said, Pete Carroll's sitting back watching games on TV. I'm sure he watched all the games. He didn't watch just us. He's like, you know what? I see what the Raiders need. If I was coaches, this is what I would bring in. If I was a head coach, this is what I would bring in. So I see what they're lacking on defense and offense.
Ghostman, I actually agree with that one. Sorry, good job.
He said, "Name me a wide receiver on the roster that would scare you as a defensive coordinator."
I agree.
I mean, bro, like Myers, bro, he hasn't dropped a pass. Dude hit a rack. But that's a stable wide receiver that you're gonna have to really sit there and lock in on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we've seen teams like lock. You know what I'm saying? Like to be honest, we've seen teams take him out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and and the thing is, the only reason why they locked him out was because that's all we had, bro.
That's all we had. Exactly.
That's all we had, bro. Like now you look at like you got Thorne on one side that's 6'5", dog. That, and I'm not saying he is that yet, but he's getting compared, bro, just based on the physical attributes of things.
Hey, Ghost Man. Hey, thanks for dropping by. Give us your take on everything. Appreciate it, Ghost Man. Have a good night. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join all 3 of us. I love your input. Now I know why because you've been a fan for a long time and played football. So I see your disgruntledness. But hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, hit notifications for all 3 of us.
Yeah. We'll
Appreciate
revisit
you.
this at the bye, Ghost Man. I hope you're wrong, of course,
Oh
but
yeah, Ghostman, please come back again.
yeah, if you're right though, please come in and talk that shit because man, you said it.
Jamal Adams on a pup list, is he?
God damn, already?
Already? That's
Like, God damn.
He even got on a field. He even got anything.
Motherfucker just
Hey,
started, bro.
hey,
Why would you
he
sign a guy
tripped.
on a pup list? That we
He
got
was
on a.
he was going to shake Pete's hand and he tripped and twisted his ankle. God damn. He's a Pete man. I'm glad to
Oh,
my
shit.
ankle.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Charcoal sweater, what's up?
But yeah, bro, like to get back, like we didn't really have anybody, bro. Like, of course they're gonna lock down what we got. They're not,
Of course.
you know what I mean? No one's. It was Bowers and Myers that they
That was
knew
it.
that off the rip. That was it. We can't run the ball for the life of us. So
If-
we
if
run
we
the ball. Yeah, like
If we played Denver that second game, Patrick Surtain shut down Brock Bowers. Yeah,
why?
you can do that because that's all we have.
Exactly.
Everybody
And
concentrated on Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers. So who else was out there to catch balls? They put in that guy Beckman. I don't know why he's still on the team. You got thrown a pass and he dropped it twice.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
It's like, and then when you look at Thornton, bro, you're gonna throw him on the outside, obviously, bro, 6'5". Now, I'm not saying he hasn't played any games in NFL and he hasn't done anything to compare to this guy yet. But when I'm watching ESPN and a lot of these analysts, bro, they keep saying like he's gonna be like Megatron, bro, like the way he moves and everything, which is great. Like we need one of them big guys because that's what the Raiders have been lacking is a big guy.
You
know,
talking
we
about the
haven't had-
lollipop deal for receivers last year?
Yeah, bro. Like we had the midget clan out there. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
Alex
you ever seen-
Bachman was in at some point, in which I didn't even know where he came from.
You ever seen Wizard of Oz? I know you have. Wizard of Oz?
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's why I called him Lollipop Gil.
Yeah.
The way
But,
I was like, just go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's good. I think, but the guys that we got, I think, are kind of gonna work those guys open. I think basically they're gonna work Jacoby and Brock open with using Trey and his speed, Thornton's speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope he can get loose and he could actually turn into a good weapon. Because with that size and speed, man, that's the thing. Like, they might not be scared, like what Ghostman was saying. Like, they might not fear, but they will respect our roster as far as our speed. And I mean, we got people that can do it because like they're not going to ignore if they look over and see Thornton knowing damn well he's 6'5", 6 or 6'4", 6'5", whatever, with that speed, they're not going to be like, I ain't tripping. No, you gonna have to lock that down. But if you lock that down and you lock down Trey, Bowers, Myers eating all day, Mayer eating.
And another thing, I know he's not a wide receiver, but as he mentioned, the guy that a defensive coordinator would be scared of is Bowers, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look what Gronkowski did, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Look at what Tony Gonzalez and all these guys did. Like, Bowers is on. If Bowers keeps it up, bro, he's on his way there. And we've seen what those guys did, and those guys are obvious threats. You know what I mean? So when you got a tight end who could do something like that, I mean, bro, you're gonna be eating everybody up, especially when you got a big guy on the outside like Thornton. If he is what he is, what we think he's gonna be, bro, Gino's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Because we seen what Travis Kelce did for Mahomes. If Travis Kelce wasn't there for Mahomes, I don't think Mahomes would have the numbers he had off the rip.
Look at what they did with Kelce. Okay, so before they got where they had the cheetah, the Tyreek Hill. Okay, you know they did, right? If you watch those games, they would send them out on a flat, and all the teams were scared because of their speed. And what that did, open the field up. And
Middle of the field.
You can have Kelce operate in the middle, because all the free safeties and safeties were out there watching these speedsters out there. That's Andy Reid's offense. Open it up. Now we have that. I'm not gonna say we'll run an Andy Reid type offense, but the defensive coordinator worry about. Damn. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Back up. Well, they got Trey on one side, they got Thornton on the other side. These both guys are fast. That means your safeties could not walk up in a box and stop the run or guard one of the tight ends. Mm-hmm. So that leaves free range for a Genty to bust one open or more set, bust one open. And then if they decide to, like, okay, they're gonna throw a ball, then you got Thornton down the field wide open or Tugger. Or then you got Besh or Jacoby Myers breaking the middle or breaking the outside patterns. So they got a lot of weapons that threaten the defense. That's one thing we didn't have last year. We had nobody to threaten the defense. We had nobody to get downfield. Jacoby Myers is a clutch receiver. He's not a deep threat guy. He can get deep, but he's not a deep threat guy. They don't fear his speed.
Yeah.
Great routes, but they don't fear his speed. Brock Bauer is not a deep threat guy. He can't get down the field, but they're not scared by his speed. Tucker, they were scared of speed, but they also know that, well, shit, he's fast, but they ain't got a quarterback can throw the ball.
Exactly.
Now we have a quarterback can get the ball to him. Because if you look at some games with Tucker, some Tucker's highlights, I noticed that he's running like a bat out of hell, but the ball is in the air for like 20 minutes. You have to stop and wait. And then by the time we do all that, the DBs are out there like knocking the ball down, or balls underthrown, or balls thrown too low. We don't have that now. We have somebody get the ball to them deep.
Yeah. And the main thing is, like you said, bro, like this, when it comes down to the receivers and the tight ends, with all that attention, like you said, bro, when we got a great running back, I feel like, in Genty. And with Genty being able to have that exposed, like, bro, dog, and this is the main thing, bros. We seen how much RPO Chip Kelly ran last year in Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
And now we finally have the offense to run RPOs. We have the running back who could sell the RPO, and we have the quarterback who could throw the RPO, and we finally have the pieces to catch the RPOs. You know what I mean? Like, it's starting to make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said,
the
line's the only part that's, the question. And it's only, guard. I'll say guard, but I'll just say the whole line, because one player can affect the rest of the line. So that's why I say the line. I know we got center, we got, the tackles, but the line as a whole, because for Genty to be successful, to make or break him this year, this line has to be at the best, because him being a bum has to depend on this line. You know what I'm saying? So, like, well, I just hope that's why I kind of want us to lean on Mostert too, because I know he's a good back, but like Mostert's used to the NFL. He's been there for years. His body is used to, because I don't want this dude to get whacked and then, we lose him and then there's just Mostert and Zamir White, leading our backfield.
Yeah. And that's the thing is what the coaching staff, I don't see them going there and beating these players down like that. I don't see them going there and beating down Max Crosby how they did. Like, it's good to see Max Crosby out there how we did. Don't get me wrong, one of my favorite guys on defense, but there's no reason why he should be out there like that, because you're going to get what you got out of him. The injuries, you know what I mean, is what we don't need. Like, you don't want Max Crosby having to get surgeries in off season and coming back and playing that. Like, it's just not healthy at all, regardless of how he acts or how he plays. It's not good for someone to go in there and do that. You know what I mean? I don't expect this coaching staff to go in there and beat Genty down to the ground. I don't think they're going to do that. Especially
Marcus, welcome to the show, bro. Appreciate it.
Good, Marcus. Appreciate you. But now knowing that we do got two running backs, it like Mostert, we seen, bro, he can score some touchdowns. So I feel comfortable that, this coaching staff is smarter than that. You know what I mean?
Let's see, another thing I was going to mention before I was going to say something. But see, I was talking about the guys outside running, Tucker, Thornton, Bowers, Jacoby Myers. The defense got to respect the Raiders on the running game, because any given snap, Genty could break one. Mostert can break a run. So right now, with the Raiders setting up the offense to give the defense nightmares, because what we're gonna do? We only can play 11 guys. We can't play 15, and we can't put 8 in the box because they got these guys outside that can burn us. I said Thornton. We don't know what Thornton's gonna do. Hopefully, he's the guy we want him to be. Bowers can break in the middle in a minute. So, but then what they gonna do? Put 8 in the box and the outside's open? No, they gotta send the safeties back and everything else. And by doing that, there's only 5 or 6 guys in the box. Genty can break one tackle, can break the tackle, and he's gone for 40, 60 yards
off the rip,
any given time. And that's the beauty of it all, what they're doing.
And that's what we've been lacking. Like look at last year, bro. We couldn't move the ball in the run game at all. And that's what hurt us is like.
Wait a minute, Joey. Wait. We had a running game last year?
No, we couldn't. We couldn't move it. We couldn't move. Hold on. Wait, what?
I thought it was just passing only. When we were playing, I thought we just passed only. I didn't know we had a run. I thought we had a running game back then.
Yeah, like we tried, bro, but it didn't work out, dog. It didn't work out good. And that's what hurt us, though, man. Is we couldn't. Because this is what they say. I've been hearing this since I've been watching football. And it's true. The run game will open up the pass game for you. And we didn't have that, bro. And especially, with the players we got now, it's just the offense. Like now I'm starting to think the offense last year we thought the defense, by far defense outshined the offense, but now it's like, man, the offense might outdo the defense on this one, which is kind of exciting, you know what I mean? Because we seen what the defense did last year. Especially the top-notch teams, bro. Chiefs, Ravens. Like defense showed up.
This is one of the last points because you said it when we were talking about, well, pretty much when you were talking about Max Crosby, and I just pictured in my mind. So like with Kuntz, and because the thing about Patrick Mahomes, right? I just noticed that he likes to do, because he knows we have an aggressive pass rush, so he waits till those guys get out and then he slips out. Now we talk about Tyree Wilson. That's where we need Tyree Wilson to key in on. When Patrick slips out, you be that one to now you get him when he slips. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Philly did. You know what I mean? Philly, he would slip out of that little and then try to get to they were all over.
Yeah.
Now that's if Tyree wants to cement himself on this team, you be that guy, Tyree. You know, that's what I just see. Because when Kuntz and what's the name are coming hot off those edges, and then what's his name will wait till they kind of wrap around, then he'll shoot out. You know what I'm saying? But that's where Tyree just be waiting with those open arms for his ass. Shot to bed, man. Arms wide open.
Yeah, I mean, what the wingspan he got, bro, how big he is. I mean, he could definitely, at least put a hand up, get some pass deflections or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you could at least do that, if you could stop the ball from getting thrown, like, hey, that's an one. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm pretty excited to see Tonka Hemingway play, because, he had a lot of pass deflections in South Carolina. Mm-hmm. And like, if you can't get a sack, at least get the hands up. You gotta do something, bro. You can't just sit there and get caught up on an offensive lineman. You know what I mean?
Gotta get it.
You gotta do something, bro. You gotta do something.
Yes, sir.
So you said you had to leave in a minute?
I got a little minute.
Okay.
We got a ASAP over here talking about fucking comedy club or some shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on? Well,
yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, it's all, like I said, guys, it's, this is like the turnaround year, I feel like, just based on how everything's coming back. It feels like the Raiders are coming back together. You know what I mean? It's starting to become a nation again. You know what I mean? And just looking at, like, I know Mark Davis isn't really the football guy, but I'm so grateful that he really went in there and allowed these football guys to kind of take their way. You know what I mean? Like, we know Chip Kelly's running that offense. We know, you know what I mean? We know, what Pete Carroll's doing. We know he's running the whole thing. We know Patrick Graham, you know what I mean? Like, it feels good to finally have some guys who got some common sense, because Mark Davis don't got common sense when it comes to football. He could talk the money talk and he could move us, but when it comes to the players, he don't got that game in him.
Yeah, I feel like I don't.
He don't know football. He don't know football like his dad did, of course. Now he said that multiple times. Like I say, he's a businessman, so he made a good business decision by getting the football guys in there, and we'll see how it plays out. So we'll see training camp. Well, we won't see anything yet, because especially there's meetings and getting people in the right positions and tell them what they're going to do. Yeah. So when they put the pads on, which I think it's Saturday. I might be wrong. The league rules say they can't put pads on until a certain amount of days. Then when they start hitting each other, when they start fooling out, like, okay, all right, you know how to play football. You're in. Yeah. So that's what we got to see.
Yeah, see how Thornton is catching with pads on. Seeing how Genty's running with them pads on.
No. Not seeing Thornton catch with pads on. See how Thornton can catch a pass and getting jammed at the line of scrimmage. That's what he wants to say. See, can he get out of being jammed and pushed around? See, can who else? Who's I mentioned? Genty. Let's see how he runs against men tackling him or hitting him.
Yes,
Let's see that. That's all I see.
Seeing if he can bounce off those tackles. Because, we talked about his college, him bouncing off, college guys, young, 19, 20, all this kind of stuff. But then these are grown-ass men,
And you look at it, Genty's breaking 4 or 5 tackles in college, bro. Like, I don't see him. Like, I see him breaking maybe 1 or 2, but I don't know about 4 or 5 a run. That's kind of hard to do in this is the major leagues, bro. You know what I mean? Like, these guys been there, done that. Imagine how many rookies they seen come in thinking they're the shit. Like, they know what to do. You know what I mean? They know where to hit them at. They know where.
Reggie Bush, one prime example, got rocked. I was watching, bro, got rocked, and that had never been the same since.
That's probably Chris's boy too. You know what I mean? But
it was. But like I said, we get the pros. Like, whoops, this is the pros, man. This is not college. It's the pros.
Yeah,
you're gonna get hit, and you're gonna get hit again and again and again.
And that's why
like
you see.
I said, Genty will be one of those guys. And you can see in his face that he knows it's different. You see his workout videos. He's actually working out to get ready to be hit by grown-ass men.
Yeah.
So he's preparing himself. Reggie Bush, he didn't prepare himself. He thought he can do the same thing at USC. Yeah, but them are boys, young men. Now you're going to this grown-ass man who's been playing this game for a long time. Going to knock the Sonic rings out of you.
Knock your block off. And that's why, though, it's funny you say that because I watch a lot of these interviews with a lot of these football players, and one thing that a lot of people always bring up is like, what was your welcome to the league moment? And a lot of them say, like, me getting cracked by this dude is like, it wakes you up. You know what I mean? Welcome to the league, bro. Like, this is the real deal.
I was thinking first game against Ray Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your welcome to the NFL.
Or Patrick, like Patrick Willis, Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher.
Hey, salute, Chris. Welcome to the show, bro. Appreciate you dropping by, man. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you, big dog. But you know what I mean? Like those are welcome to the league moments, bro. When you're getting creamed by these dudes, you know what I mean? And a lot of these rookies, they're not ready for that. And it's gonna take that for you to realize, like, okay, yeah, this isn't college, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Genty's not going to be able to break 4 or 5 tackles. Maybe 1 or 2, but I don't see 4. I don't see 5. It's not going to happen.
There are certain positions that can come in NFL ready from college. There's certain positions that can come in and be ready for the NFL. Most of these guys, depending on what college you came from, most of these guys are not ready for those big time hits, those complex schemes. Some guys are. Some guys not. So it's up to Genty to get his head together. And I think Genty coming into under Pete Carroll is a good spot for him. If he came in with McDumbass, even AP, I don't think he's ready for the NFL. I think he coming under Pete, he'll be ready.
Yeah, imagine Genty with fucking homeboy from Chicago, Getsy. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? But now you look at, like, bro, we got Genty, Mostert, Kelly. It's a fit. It's a fit, bro. Like, I mean, like, the shoe fits. Lace it up.
Getsy would have ran that ass to the ground.
He would have got him injured. Yeah, he would have fucking.
He would have ran to the ground. That's all he had. Oh, Getsy, remember. And you'll think that Getsy had Brock Bowers on his team. He still didn't get him the ball right. Like, what are you doing? But that's another story. Getsy no longer. I don't know if he's in the NFL or not, but he's no longer our problem. He's someone else's problem.
Yeah, but there's those welcome to the league moments, you know what I mean? And that, like you guys said, you know what I mean, when the pads come on, that's when we really see what rookies are built for the league and what rookies are really going to go in there and do what they got to do.
Well, Matt Scribes is going to get Ginger welcome to the league. Well, we know he does everybody that way, so we'll see what happens in training camp. He's going to give.
That's a good part. That's a good part. We got some guys in there that, you know what I mean, they're physical.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see all these rookies get in there, bro. You know what I mean? Especially, you know, all the hype we got around them. It's going to be exciting to see. Like, it's a different year. It's a different year for the Raider Nation. This is the first year. And I tell everybody, this is the first year, bro. Like, I've actually, don't get me wrong, I love football, but I'm actually excited, guys, to see this. You know what I mean? Like, last year I already knew it is, ain't it? You know what I mean? And that's how it's been for these last few years since really like, bro, it's been a long time. You know what I mean? Like even going to the playoffs with Carr wasn't even really all that, but that's the last excitement we had, and this is the moment for us. I feel like the turnaround.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, man. I say training camp started today, but it's not really training camp. It's just meet and greet. But we'll see. Let's say put the pads on. Then, like I said, welcome to the NFL moment. Let's
What's
see.
up,
Let's see how the guys doing because I see what they're doing. You can see what they're doing.
exactly.
Yeah,
the fans can see that. That's the main part. We see.
Yeah, you can see what they're doing because they haven't done this in quite some time. Build up a roster, get some depth, get some people in there. Like I said, no guarantees.
Yeah, and then but Pete, I'm available. I know y'all stacking the roster. I'm available. I will answer my phone. So if y'all need me,
I think they got enough old vets in there already. Man, I don't need more vets.
I'm just saying I still got a little in the tank. I'm not in football shape.
I can still catch a ball though.
Yeah, I still got the hands. I'm like, they ain't gonna jam me up, but
they're cool. We got enough old vets in there already. We don't need no more.
Maybe we'll get you in there for like a pep talk guy or something. I mean, we'll get you in there, dog.
Yeah, hey, all right, hey, I'm good with that fullback. You know what I'm saying? I got it. I got it.
Shit, I'll be water boy. I ain't even tripping, bro. Where's the water cups at?
You feel me?
I'll be what they'll have in the morning. Back in the old days before they had the wireless stuff, they had the guys that carried the court around for the coach. Remember those days?
Yeah.
If they still had that, I can do that for you.
That's funny.
I'll carry
what's up, brother?
What's good? Run down, my guy. I'll carry the clipboard for you. You know what I mean? I got you.
Yeah, I do something. No, carry the clipboard. Well, that was Carter Bradley's job, but he got cut.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna see AOC.
Yeah,
boy, AOC with the clip.
Yeah,
Cam Miller.
Yeah.
Whoever carries the clipboard is second string quarterback. So there it is.
Yeah, we'll see.
AOC is solidified, man, when it comes to second string. I think
yeah. I was gonna say he might have a career as a career number 2,
which is good because he's you know what I mean. He's not going to be the guy to take you somewhere, but he's going to be the guy who could kind of keep you in there, keep you in the race.
Exactly. Yeah. He's one of the guys like the quarterback. He come out for a couple plays. The guys come out for a game. He's a guy like, well, yeah, I can help out. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But he won't be the main face. But then, when you never know, wouldn't it be crazy if AOC beats out Geno Smith for the starting job?
Fuck. Hey, my boy Jeff would be fucking happy.
He was like, I told you. But I think we locked in with Geno. Like I said, I'm buying anything crazy, injury or something crazy or emails or how we do.
And that's the thing now is if Geno does get hurt, I don't like, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, well, we got AOC. Like, he, like I say, he's not gonna lead the team, but he's gonna keep you in the race.
Yeah,
that's the good part.
Yeah, better coaches, better systems. Definitely, he can't go wrong. If he did cool with Getsy and what's his name, then he'll be fine with Pete and
And he has a running game to lean on, bro. Like they're not just gonna blanket the field. You know what I mean? Yeah. We never had that.
He had it last year. No, when he had one, he did pretty good. He did pretty decent.
Yeah, no, he did his thing, bro. That's what I'm saying. I give respect to AOC because he went in there and really showed a lot with what he had. You know what I mean? He showed a lot with. You know what I mean? He kind of built the halfway cake out of crumbs. You know what I mean? And I respect it when you do something like that.
He said the halfway cake out of crumbs. I like that.
I like that. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, AOC, I like that he came in. He didn't complain. He got injured for the season and then came back, which was crazy. When they airlifted him up out of there, and then all of a sudden he came back.
That shouldn't have been a penalty.
That was crazy. Yep. But I like the kid's spunk because there was a lot of expectations. Everybody wanted him to be, the replacement for DC, just the savior. You know what I mean? Just someone to just give us a different taste in our mouth. And the kid did okay. I can't say like nothing really too bad. He for the situation he was in, he did pretty damn good. Could have did it better, of course, but with everything that he kind of went through and had to learn on the fly, props to the kid. I'm glad he's still there, and I know he's going to work his butt off. That's the thing. AOC is going to be there. He's going to work his butt off. Watch tomorrow he gets cut. I'm all, he's going to be in there. He's going to be a solid piece, and then.
But you got to remember where AOC came from. He went to Purdue. And when he got there, he wasn't actually a scholarship kid. He went there as a walk-on, and he was 9th on a depth chart as a quarterback. Then all of a sudden, the year he started and took him to a bowl game.
Yeah.
So he know how to work his way up to get there. So he's not like a lazy quarterback. He is a hard worker. I'm saying he's the best quarterback out that draft, but he's a hard worker.
Yeah, he's had to prove himself his whole career, bro. No matter college, like whatever it is, he's had to prove it, and he's done a good job. I mean, he's earned. He started for an NFL team, bro. I mean, and the dude was a walk-on. And as you said, ninth in
the depth chart. He was at the bottom of the list.
That's
dog.
So he worked his way up.
And that's the thing I like about him, bro, is he's one of them guys you could coach. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of guys you can't coach, bro. They got sour attitudes, and when you get a guy you can mold into how you want him, you're set, bro. Because you get him how you want him to play. You know what I mean? And not a lot of guys could do that.
So, yeah, McDaniels ended up on none. He didn't try to develop on anything. He did nothing with him. Put him in a game, a rookie, fourth round rookie in a game against one of the top defenses in the league to try to prove his point, try to make his ego look bigger. I told you to start a rookie. You know what? You're an asshole.
And AOC will always be the person that put 63 on those Chargers.
He didn't put 63.
I mean, come on, Chris.
He's the quarterback.
He was the quarterback because if it was Minshew, we would have said it was Minshew.
But the defense was rolling, but he did his part.
No. See, the defense, yes, they did their thing too, but he made the throws. That one to Jacoby was nice. Like he made.
Oh yeah, I know he put some points.
The dude to Tucker.
I know he put up points. I didn't say he put up 63. Yeah. He put up what? 21.
I mean, he was the sheriff in town when they were rolling them boys.
He put up 20. He put up some 20. He put some points. He got some touchdowns. Yeah, I agree with that. But he ain't put up 63.
63. I mean, but
the quarterback take the credit, dog. If it's
quarterback takes all the credit. When they lose, they get blamed for it. When they win, they get the credit.
Look at Tom Brady. They won the Super Bowl. Tom Brady's MVP. We know how it is.
When Vinatieri, if we want to, no, he's with us now, so I can't. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to go down that road. Tom Brady is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But I was going to say, like, Vinatieri was, because he would lead you down and then Vinatieri get that game winner. That's how a lot of Tom Brady's early wins were, even the Super Bowls, to be honest. Because it'd be some tight defensive games, and then he would be able to and when clutch time, he was clutch.
This is the thing, bro. Like, with the Raiders, man, is everyone moving to, they moved to Vegas. It's like, if you're gonna charge that much for some tickets, bro, you gotta be winning.
Yeah, better win.
You can't be charging me $300 a ticket, dog, and be fucking winning 4 games. You know what I mean? Like, it just don't add up.
That's Vegas, though. Because
that's why.
Doesn't that seem like that? That's Vegas for you. Yeah,
that's why Mark Davis had to make up a business decision. I said, wait a minute, why I go to my stadium and I help build it? It's all mustard and ketchup colors. What's going on? Because your team sucks. The one wasn't paying that money for these tickets. So yeah, you change it. And he did.
And imagine when they win, bro, how much the tickets are gonna go up. You know what I mean? It's like a $500 a ticket. Like, come on.
Oh, they better see. That's the crew.
And that's the part is like, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up poor. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Like, I didn't grow up with money. Still don't got money. You know what I mean? I'm fucking average Joe in this world. But like, them moving to Vegas, bro, they outdid the Oakland Nation, dog, with the pricing. Like, a lot of people can't afford, especially if you got 2 kids and a wife, bro. $300 a ticket. That's added up, dog. Like, it's a lot of money.
And you know how your wife will look at you if you lose too, like because it's like if you win, it's all good. But if you spend that money and y'all get dogged out like 38 to 15,
Yeah, like come
crazy.
on. And
She
you're
gonna be like,
leaving home. You're
yeah,
driving home mad as shit. Like,
yeah, like that's where our money's going. That was our rent. That was half the rent. That was, what I'm
yeah,
saying, the
for
food
real.
money. And
That was my purse money you spent for the same game. That man,
exactly.
I was gonna buy me a new coach purse.
At least the person will still see. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's rough,
My hair
man.
out of my nails and shit. Like, come on, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had to get my hair and nails done this weekend.
Yeah. You spent
Fuck the
$1,200
game.
on 4 tickets and we
Exactly.
lost.
Hell,
My,
Lord.
my hair and nails ain't important to you for a football game. They gonna lose. No, I'm important. So no.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? You go to a Raider game, you can't even buy yourself a beer, man. That's how much it costs. You're like, what the hell? I can't
That's
even
why you
get
go to. That's why you go.
you could barely make it back home on the gas, bro. Like, what the
Yeah.
that's how much they break you now. It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, you had to pay for that stadium, so they got to charge people the other way around. Plus, Vegas is
Yeah.
the capital of the world. So you're gonna get those other guys from other teams, fans from other
Exactly.
teams,
Mhm.
come say, "Oh, it's a vacation spot. We can have fun in Vegas. We can
Yeah.
watch our team beat the Raiders and have a good time." That's
And
what it is.
See, this is the thing, Chris. Like when I went to that last preseason game with the Niners last year, bro, I'm telling you, I seen Steelers fans there. I seen Lions fans there. I was like, man, like, you know what I mean? It's really the market because, bro, everyone goes to Vegas. You know what I mean? From fucking New York to worldwide. Like wherever you're at, bro. It's a great market for us. Don't get me wrong. It's just they outdid a lot of the true Oakland fans, where we kind of LA, Oakland. A lot of them people just, you know what I mean? They moved out of the city to really like Nevada, you know what I mean? A whole new state. And plus the prices have skyrocketed. And it really drove a lot of fans out, I think. But hopefully we get a winning season, man.
I don't think that's the reason that drew the fans out. That's not the reason. Remember this. When I'm gonna tell you this. When the Raiders came to LA, they already had a big fan base already, but it got bigger in LA. Because then when the Raiders came, they were winning games, and they just came off a Super Bowl when it was in Oakland, so they were a winning team. And we had another team here called the Los Angeles Lambs. Mm-hmm. They were a losing team, Then they moved to where were they?
St.
Moved
Louis.
to St. Louis. So they came here. It came to LA as a winning team, a good team, a physical team. So of course they're gonna pick a fan base here because we want to see teams win in LA because LA is a Dodger and Laker town. Yeah. Those teams always won. So when they came to LA, they're a winning team. So we supported them. And, then NWA and all got involved with them.
Yeah.
Okay, they go back to Oakland. They wasn't as much as a winning team, but they had the biggest fan. They had the fan base there because they're in Oakland. Now they go to Vegas. There's no fan base in Vegas right now because they're not a winning team. The residents there, all the people there. Vegas has a big population. Don't forgive me. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah,
but they don't have a winning culture when they went to Vegas. Now, step forward. The Las Vegas Knights, first year there, I think the first year, second year. On first or second year, they won a championship in the Shell Cup, the Stanley Cup. Now they got a fan base there that's going to see them every game. Mm-hmm. Even the Aces won a couple of chips there. People are going to see, although WNBA is not the NBA, but they're going to see a winning team. The Raiders got to win games. They got to prove themselves a winning team for the residents of Vegas and the surrounding areas. Go pay that money to see a game. To see a game, that we're winning. Because the home game last year with the Carolina Panthers, it was a lot of Vegas guys there, Vegas fans there. Thought we gonna win. We beat Baltimore, so I'm gonna go watch the Raiders. And what happened? What happened? We got a shit tucked back in. And people say I ain't gonna go to these games no more. The season tickets will stay. I ain't waste my time. I'm gonna throw my tickets. They don't nothing against the other team. So until they get a winning culture, till they win some games, the Vegas residents and all that surrounding areas are not going to go to these games. Vegas got so much to do there. They can do something else better than that.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
Chris, just as a Oakland, representative too. I don't go. Well, see, the thing with Oakland fans will go to the game if we lose, 10 straight, 12, 16 straight, 17 straight. Like, we're gonna be there regardless. That's the thing about the fans that is different, like that you don't have in Vegas. Because like we've had the Warriors used to be trash, and thank God they turned it around, and we got some championships. But like before that, like the Warrior fans, same way. We're gonna rock it until they kick us out. You know what I'm saying? So that, at least with the Warriors, they stay close enough that there's a lot of Oakland heads who go to the games and stuff like that, because it's right across the water. But like, see, even in LA, it's closer for us because that's just a trip, that's a trip to the south. And then, but see, Vegas, oh my God, you got to get the flight, you got to get the, you know what I'm saying? Because at least here, California, you can drive, you can, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's not enough to travel.
No, I promise you, bro. I talked to the people out here. Like, they don't. It's not the same. You took something that was planted in California, and I mean, I get it. We got the stadium and all that, but you took away from the people that have been ride or die for you for years, and that it means something. You know what I'm saying? It does. And until just let me finish. Until they start getting that culture back of winning and appreciating what we did for the teams that weren't winning. Like, we've been there through the ugliest of times. You know what I'm saying? LA too. LA has been there through the, and it's different. You took away, we are the heart and soul in California. I'm glad we're on this show, because we are the heart and soul of the Raiders in California. You know what I'm saying? From LA to the Bay, I know to Las Vegas, but the heart and soul of the fans are here in Cali.
No, I disagree with that. I disagree. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with that.
That's why.
Because when the Raiders were in LA, they had a fan base. When we went to Oakland, they still had an LA fan base. You go to Oakland, it's shorter to go to Vegas than to go to Oakland. Okay, if you're gonna drive, it's a 7.5, 8 hour drive. If you fly, it's like a 45 minutes to an hour drive flight. If you go to Vegas, it's like a 20-minute flight. Drive to Vegas from LA is like 4-5 hours max. Okay, so there's nothing to do with that.
No, but for Oakland fans, you're saying LA fans.
Jason, let me
hold on, sir. First. You're saying Oakland fans, or you're saying LA fans.
I'm trying to make my point. I'm trying to make a point right now. Yeah. Okay, so when the Raiders in LA, they built a big fan base because they were winning games. When they went back to Oakland, of course we were pissed off. But guess what we did? We still went to Oakland to go watch them play games. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's still close enough in California from LA to.
Jason, let me finish my point first before you say something. Let me finish my point. The point is that we went to the games because they were winning. They were winning games. We do that travel time. Vegas is a shorter distance than Oakland was. Okay, we reason when I go to Oakland. Now, one thing, the ticket prices. That's
not for me though.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oakland's 3 hours away from me, and Vegas is 6.5.
I'm trying to make a point. Yeah.
Well, no, because I already get your point. No, I get your point.
Yes, I do.
I did.
What point I'm making? What point I'm making? Explain to me what point I'm making.
But how does that take away from the fact that the heart and soul of the Raiders are in California?
I'm not saying that. That's fine. I'm not saying that.
That's the point I'm making. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point I'm making, is that the heart and soul is here in California.
That's fine. That's fine. That could be Jim Daniel if we want to with that. That's cool. Vegas is like only through an hour and a half from the California border.
No, okay. But so you can take the Oakland Stadium from California and plant it in Vegas. But the people are the ones that come buy the tickets. The people are the ones that love the team. The people are the ones that make the team the team. The Raiders are one of the most successful franchises, and we've lost hell of games in this last 30.
That's not my argument. That's not my argument. That's not my argument. That's my argument. I'm trying to make a point, but you cut me off. So let me finish making my point before you say that. I know that Oakland, the heart and soul of California. Yeah, I know that. That I know. I've been in California all my life. I know who they are. The point I'm making is that when they move, let me finish. When they moved to LA, The people in Oakland still came to the games. When they moved to Oakland, LA people went to the games. Okay, they were because why they went to the games because they're a winning team.
Nah,
and we
California.
follow. Okay,
That has nothing to do because, like I said,
this is the thing. Look, I'll give you my input.
Oh my God! All right,
we have lost more games. We have lost more games in 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody that
this
knows.
Is my thing. Hold on.
Yeah, for sure.
No, see, look, this is what I'm saying. He's talking about. I get him what he's saying, but it's like LA to Oakland ain't that far. Now, when you know what I mean, and it's still in Cali. But us moving outside of Cali, dog, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like if they would have came to Fresno, dog.
Can I finish what I'm saying first?
All right, go ahead.
You're getting me off. I can't finish the point I'm trying to make.
Well, bring it home. Land the plane.
Why can't we keep getting me off?
Land the plane. Land the plane. So we can counter.
Let me finish this.
We got you.
Let me finish this. Okay?
Got you.
The Rare fans follow the Raiders no matter where they go. But they moved to Nevada out of state has nothing to do with them why they don't go to Vegas games. Nothing to do with it. The fact is, the point is that I'm not going to sit there and book all this travel expenses, pay expensive hotels, and pay for all this stuff when this damn team can't win, have a winning season. That's what I'm saying, though. When the Rares move from, let me finish before you say something.
I didn't say shit.
When the Rares moved from Oakland, from LA to Oakland, we were pissed off. They're still in California. Okay, great. But we still followed them to Oakland. Me and some boys chartered a bus to get to Oakland, but the bus broke down. Anyway, that's another story. Just to go see the Raiders play because they were a winning team. They were winning games. They were playing tough. All right? And we still travel to see them. And Oakland is further away from Vegas to LA. But down in Vegas, it's a short distance. We still go see them play. But why should we waste our time to go see a team stink up the damn field? Okay, all this money.
I got something for you.
Wait, no, Chewy, wait.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason why I did not get the ticket sales in there, probably from the base fan, because we have one of the largest fan bases in the world.
Yeah. So why did that stop?
Being in California had nothing to do with it. You know how far Vegas is from the border of California?
That's not far at all, but I'm saying from Oakland to I'm in Fresno, I'm in Central Valley, bro. So Vegas is, if I drive, is 6.5 hours. You know what I mean? Which is fucking kind of farther than Oakland.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is my thing. When it comes to the Oakland sales prices, dog, on the tickets, bro, they have tripled, dog.
Yes.
And they outsold a lot of the Oakland Raider fans and a lot of the people that don't got that kind of bread to spend tickets. Just like what the A's are about to do going to Vegas, bro. They're gonna the A's are gonna do the same shit, bro. They're gonna outsell because remember how cheap them A's tickets were? They're not gonna be that cheap no more.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like the culture here, it's we had something here. Now Vegas is a whole nother beast of what they got going. That's the place you throw your money away. You know what I'm saying? Vegas is the way you get ready to throw your money away. So people are prepared. People are prepared for that there. But for the Oakland culture, for the LA culture, for the California culture, it's not what we are. Because like I said, it doesn't matter about the wins and all that because we're win, lose, draw. We're going to be there. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about Raider fans. We're there regardless. Win, lose. That's the fair weather fans that are there picking and choosing just because they're losing. I went when we were some of the sorriest teams ever. And I don't give a damn about, and it was affordable for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's California.
But like you said, there was a winning culture. The Raiders had a winning culture in Oakland and in LA. They had a winning culture. They don't have that established yet in Vegas. They don't have a winning culture. What they won one season there, 21. They don't have a winning culture yet. They haven't established themselves. They get the surrounding rest. I ain't talking about the people from Oakland. I ain't talking about people from LA. I'm talking about in Vegas itself. When you move a team to another city, you want that city to embrace you as a team. This is your team. Vegas is not, one guy said in chat, Vegas is not a football town. It's a betting town. You know what? It so happens that the Knights and the Aces won some championships there. Okay, so they're a WA town and a hockey town now. But we haven't established a winning culture in Vegas yet. Once they establish that culture where they win some playoff games, when they win some games, when they go and have a good record, establish that culture in Vegas. So even Voller said it's not a culture. It wasn't a culture in LA until they started winning games.
I get that, but this is my thing.
Okay, that's
Chris.
what I'm saying.
You're talking about winning culture.
You're not gonna have your local residents who work in Vegas day and night, and now, I'm gonna go to the Raider game. Why? They suck. Yeah, you're right. Why go? I can do something else better. But I'll go to Raider games. They're winning. Let's go see.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let's go see our team that represent our city beat the crap out of a team that plays in Mile High that sucks. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to make.
No, I feel it's like,
yeah.
For me, I don't know about Oakland being like, dude. Ever since I've been an Oakland Raider fan, dog, we fucking sucked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The culture's never. I was like, when is the winning culture? Because we never. Like 02, 01. Well, I mean, for the last 40 years, that's all I can say.
They didn't suck all the time. They didn't suck all the time in Oakland.
No, not all the time. No,
not all. We had three good years
since 2006, or since I've started watching it.
Yeah, I was gonna say since Gannon's
Jamarcus
time.
Russell.
Yeah, since Gannon's time. If you want to count that, then. But if you don't count that, think about all the losing. That's what I said. We've never had, but we've been at these games, sold out at these games, in losing. Losing.
I guess I'm old school. I guess I'm too old for you guys because I remember.
I was 4 months, Chris. So. I was 4 months when we won the last Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I was 4 months old.
Exactly. So you didn't see all. You see all
exactly. That's what I'm saying. But I've been at these games like we were a playoff team every year. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. That's the culture. We will rock. But then if you make it, you shouldn't make it harder. Yes, you made it better for the team. That's the purpose. But for the fans, you kind of just said, hey, we could get some more fans. Well, we'll adopt some more people because you forgot about the people in California. You know what I'm saying? Like you forgot about. Oh man!
No, they tried. No. Back you up. Back up.
See, that's crazy because I talked to the people here. This is not just me. I talked to the culture. I talked to the culture here in California, in the Bay Area.
Mark Davis. Ask Oakland. Could you give me a new Coliseum because they got tired of playing on baseball?
Okay, that's a whole episode.
Well, they didn't ban Oakland because they wanted to. They banned because they had no choice.
Bro, I was in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? I know what happened. They didn't fight for our team to stay here, and that's a whole.
No, they didn't.
They didn't. You know what I'm saying? So our punk ass mayor did a fake.
That's why
fake the last week, before the decision was going to be made, like, oh, let's fight for the team when they knew damn well what was going to happen because they were chasing money. People got paid off. All this stuff happened to where that happened. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't take away from the fact that
that's why the Warriors are not there. That's why the A's are leaving. That's why Oakland has no sports team no more now.
That's because the Raiders, we paved the way for that though.
Yeah,
because now they're starting to see.
Yeah.
See, but the fans are the ones that struggle.
The fans are the heart.
I'm not.
Of course they are. That's what I'm saying though.
Like I hate to talk about not having money or because I didn't have none of that. You know what I mean? I came from the struggle, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't come up with money. And for people to be able to afford those tickets to now not like that's my main thing, dog, is you outsold your main base. You outsold your main platform. You know what I mean? That's where I got twisted. And I seen a lot of those when they were doing those things out there in Oakland when they were getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they're all out there with signs and shit. Like they were protesting on that.
Of course they were. Why would you? That's my home team. Your home team. You want them to leave. Now, suppose the Raiders went to San Antonio. How would you feel about that?
That would have sucked.
Exactly.
That would have sucked.
Damn, I have to switch my team.
Mark Davis moved to a state with no football team. Yeah. He moved as close as possible to California. Yeah. Okay, so he could have easily said, "I go to San Antonio." He almost did.
That would have been crazy.
You know what he did? I'll go to Vegas. It's closer to our main hub, Oakland, and our sub hub, LA. I'm gonna stay close enough to the guys so they can get to their games.
LA
he didn't forget about the fans. He didn't forget nothing about that. Oakland said, "Nah, we building you stay. We ain't got the money." Okay, fine, we're gone.
Yeah. Chargers got that LA stadium, so we should have.
Well, Turf, I know you would have loved it.
We get that, Turf.
You in Texas.
I wouldn't though, man. I'm Central Valley, man.
Yeah, that would have pissed me off so much because, like I said, I pride myself on having California teams, not Vegas teams, but I'm a Raider fan, so I will rock with my Raiders. I'm not chasing the A's out there though, you know what I'm saying? But I will rock with the Raiders. I just that's just something personal with me though. I rock myself. I'm a Cal Berkeley fan, you know what I'm saying? Like all my teams.
See, there it is. You're a Cal Berkeley fan. That's
there's
that's where you're jacked up at,
like we're supposed to be local, you know what I'm saying? Like I
he likes Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, right.
AR. No, but
I get you, Jason.
Yeah.
You know, you like the home team, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way all the time. You know, it's professional stuff. So teams go different places. Yeah. Then Mark Davis found the best interest. Like, you know, they tried. Al and Mark tried to get Oakland to get him a new team. He tried in LA.
Did they
because
really?
There's a place in Irvindale that dug the hole for the new Raider Stadium in LA. And the hole's still there right up to this day. Damn. For the stadium. So he tried to stay in California, but none of the cities, none of it's worked out. Mark Davis did the best he could. Did it? Damn, my thing's wrong again. He did the best he could. I lost my screen again. He did the best he could. He's like, okay, I'll go to Vegas. It's closer.
No, I get it.
No, I can hear you.
Hey, Rock's point is on his comments on point. If someone could pin that up.
Which on the AKA?
Yeah, like that. That's money right there, bro. What he's saying.
Shout to Turf too. Salute.
Yeah, my dog Turf. Appreciate you, big dog. Like that's money, bro.
It's an AKA. Let me build something real nice. Price out of people it was intended to help. Exactly.
That's what happened.
That's what I say. Like Chris, it's they took. I mean, is you know, you have your opinion, but I know the people out here, and they just feel disrespected. Like it feels like the people that
how you think we feel in LA?
Yeah, well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You should know. Like it feels. I know. You know, we take it on the chin because it's for our team. You know what I mean? But deep down, you know, we hurt. You took something that we had a great thing here. Even with our losing ass, like, hey, we love our losing team. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you strip that from, you know, the people that have been there through the thick and thin, and you took it to some people that just go to vacation and just casually see, you know, a Raider loss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't even know the first down is or a touchdown. And I'm fucking here for the Raiders.
And it means more to us, like as a culture and as to our state, just of what the Raiders represented to us. And it was one of the last things we had. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like now you're taking away everything. You know what I'm saying? Now we're left with these damn 49ers.
But what choice did Mark Davis have, though? Tell me what can he do?
He had when you got money, you got choices.
But that's the thing too.
It doesn't work that way, Jason. It doesn't work that way, Jason.
No, I get you.
Work that way. You got all the money you want to. Yeah. You got to get the city's permission to do things. That Mark Davis was going to spend like $880 million.
He wanted the Vegas thing to happen. So let's just put that there. He don't think he wanted to keep that damn team there. He didn't give a damn up. No, he did. Because if you did, you would have did it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I say. If you wanted to, you would have did it. If you wanted to win the Super Bowl, you would have did it.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It still comes to the city he's in. It still comes to all that stuff.
Oakland is so poor. They would have took any money to put into that city if he threw the money there, bro. Oakland needs money. They are hurting. Vegas doesn't need money. Vegas didn't need money, but Oakland would have took any kind of deal to bring financial gain to the city. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the thing though, is when you touch this subject, and a lot of Raider fans, bro, they get like this. Moving out.
You just hurt. They left.
I am too.
I'm broken. I'm broken.
I get it. I'm born and raised Central Valley, bro. Fresno. You know what I mean? Born and raised. Raider fan my whole life. But look, they're moving out of California, bro. I was pissed the fuck off, dog. Like,
let me get over to my therapist, man. He can help.
But this is my thing to Jason. This is my thing to Jason. Is it? Okay, yeah, I get it, bro. Like. And I hate to do this because I'm a Raider fan too. Like I said, I don't, you know what I mean? We did outshine our home base, but like the move is going to be better in the future for us. Because like you said, bro, like there's nothing there, dog, for us in Oakland, which I get, but that was our home, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like I'm on the fence with it, bro. I'm mad we left, but then I'm glad we got the stadium and I'm glad we got the money. You know what I mean? It's just, but it sucks to see him leave. It sucks to see him leave Cali. It does. But then being only 6 hours away, it's not like if they like San Antonio, bro, I would have been like, damn, man.
Yeah,
Like,
well, Las Vegas basically LA's second home anyway, so it don't matter.
And it's deeper than that too, because yes, that's my passion for wanting us to stay, but it is a bigger issue because Oakland doesn't have the hotel space like for Super Bowls and all this kind of stuff. Like even San Francisco had to move out because it was like they went to Santa Clara because there's more hotels and there's not so many cars getting broken into. So it's not a good tourist, not a good tourist, for what we're trying to do, and they're trying to make money. So that's really, the reason too. We don't have the hotels and all the stuff to be ready for Super Bowls and stuff like that. So now you see the Niners went to Santa Clara. We went to Vegas. Now we got all the hotels, the expensive ass hotels we can get.
Yeah. And like, that's the good part too is like, you know what I mean? When you get to certain spots in the country, bro, like, or, you know what I mean? In the States and all that, like people want to go to Vegas, dog. Who wouldn't want to play for the Vegas? You live in Vegas, you know what I mean? You're there, like, and it's a good move for us. It's just the way they kind of like if they could knock down the prices a hair, dog, for the for the true fans, bro, who can't, they're not used to paying those prices. You go from paying $100 and something a ticket to $350 a ticket, like it's not gonna, and like that's the fucked up part. You don't see a lot of the original Oakland Raider families out there like you would in Oakland based on the ticket prices are outrageous. You know what I mean? You can't, like I said, bro, like I can't take my whole family out there just based on I can't afford it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just me and my lady and that's it. Cause like I can't spend $1,200 on 4 tickets. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I can't afford it.
Yeah. That's like, your wife gets a good job out of state. But she has to move out of state. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, great wife, all that, we love her, but she's out of state. You know what I mean? It sucks because she should be home. You know what I mean? But due to finances or, money situations, she had to do what she had to do. And that's kind of how I see, like, basically, like, I'm happy for the team that we got the stadium, yes, but for the fans, it sucks.
It's hard.
Know what I'm saying? Yeah,
it's hard.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's definitely more.
I understand, Jez. I understand your pain. I get it. I understand. I understand everything. But like I said, they got to do what they got to do. Yeah. They got to keep the organization running. They need to stay. They want to. Martinez want to stay. Aldez wants to stay for years, and then you never got it. It took his son to do it. The only best place you probably could have found was Vegas. Like I said, because you'd be a San Antonio Raiders, and I'd have been pissed off. I've still been a fan, but I was like,
I don't know about that one.
I know. Turf would have been very happy.
I think I would have been in Santa Clara, dog. I'm not gonna lie.
Get out of here.
No one clipped that.
I was sitting Raider
no.
I've been a Raider fan, but still be like, yeah, no, they ain't the same.
Yeah,
but like I said, Raiders got to do. Okay, honest thing. Raiders what they got to do. Okay. In Vegas, is build up a culture there too, because I said it took a year or so for the Raiders to build culture in LA because it came from Oakland. So it took a couple years for them to do that, and they built a culture here. The Raiders did. Go back to Oakland, they still had the culture there. So the culture for the Raiders is always going to be the Oakland Raiders. That's never going to change, right? In LA, we accepted that, but going to Vegas. It's not like somebody said. It's not a football town. It's not really a sports town. It's a sports betting town. Yeah. But they got to be a winning culture in order to bring the residents around the stadium to come to the games. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I know they had that in Oakland. Of course they did. That's where they started from. They had that in LA. Took a couple years to get it. Then they got it. Then they go back to Oakland. So now you guys were happy they got back. We were mad that they left.
Yeah,
they left a minute like they didn't want to pay rent, so they moved back. We still celebrate. We still celebrate them. We still were fans. Then they moved to Vegas, a shot in the dark. Vegas has to build. In Vegas, they got to build that culture. When they get to Vegas, they were sorry when they got to Vegas. The last game they played was against Booker Mitchell and lost that game. How's that setting a tone for your next stadium?
Yeah.
So once they develop that winning culture, win some games, go Super Bowl. No, I have to go Super Bowl, get some games and win a lot of games and possibly get to Super Bowl or even go to Super Bowl. They're not gonna build anything there in Vegas yet. So it'll take some time.
Yeah.
Any team move from another city to another city don't have that same influence or culture that they have the city they just left. Okay?
Yeah.
They got to build it up. Look at the Baltimore Ravens and the Browns. When the Browns moved to Baltimore, the fans the fans had a riot. They burnt the damn stadium down. Get to Baltimore, they wasn't really doing that well for the Baltimore fans to follow until they started winning games. Okay? So they start winning games and going to the Super Bowl and actually winning one. Now Baltimore, you can't get the Ravens out of Baltimore now.
Oh no.
So that's what got to change.
Yeah,
All
I feel that's when they're going to get a lot of the Vegas residents to switch over because, like, imagine if a team came to your city, bro, and what you know what I mean, and is making moves. You're like, damn, where are you from, Chris?
I'm not.
So say someone came to Fresno, right, and they fucking end up going to the playoffs on the Super Bowl. Like, I might be like, damn, I might be a fucking Fresno Titans fan or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. I get what Chris is saying. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to take us time, bro. And, like, we're going to have to really prove a point to the Vegas guys that we're really with the shit in order for them to follow in and jump on the train with us. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I get what Chris is saying, too. Like, Oakland and the LA fans are never going to change because that's just how they grew up. That's what they know.
Mhm.
Easy-E implementing all the Ice Cube and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's cultural, bro. It's not just a team. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's gonna take, and I think Pete's gonna be the guy to get those residents to convert to them Raider fans, bro, to get on the train. I think he's gonna be the one to do it.
That's key. That's the point I'm making. Because one thing is always going to be Oakland Raiders. There's always going to be LA Raiders. That's not going to change. We have in both cities. The Raiders have history. They won championships there. They had good teams. That's not going to change. You know what? It wasn't going to change that now. The Las Vegas Raiders, they have to build a new culture. They have to build a new culture. The only way doing that is winning. Where ticket prices at? Shit, Raiders what? We're 11-2, man. Might make the playoffs. I'll pay a couple $100 for these tickets. I want to see us go. My home city go to the playoffs and represent that city.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it even shows, bro. Like, you got guys like Alvy Raider 10, bro. He's from LA, I believe, somewhere down there. He still makes it to Vegas. Like, I'm from Fresno. I still make it to Vegas. Like, so we're never gonna stop supporting, bro. It's just it made it a little harder for the real, true, diehard Oakland, LA fans to get out. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all it is.
Well, if you die hard, then distance shouldn't matter. Because, like I said,
no, but okay, I get that. But when Price.
Ain't like they moved to the middle of Utah, the Utah Raiders.
No, okay, so let me tell you how much we were paying for tickets, like in Oakland, like give or take $40 to $80 a ticket.
That's what you paid for a regular season ticket.
For a regular season ticket.
Okay, I got 2 preseason tickets to the Niner game this year on the 16th. I paid $230 for 2 tickets. Preseason, guys. Preseason, dog.
Now that's with
you
don't have to take.
It's not bad. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, you don't have you don't have to take a plane. You don't have to take get airfare. You don't have to get hotel. Because like even when the tickets are cheap. Like I looked at the LA Charger and Saints tickets were hella cheap, but $900 a night for the damn hotels. So I'm like, God, and that's what you don't have here. If you know what I'm saying, you live here. So
well, you know what? Nobody wants to stay in Days Inn. You go to Vegas, you want to stay at the Riviera or
shit. I'm at the Motel 6. I'm at the 6 I'm there for the game. I ain't there to show out.
I'm at the motherfucking circus, dog. You know what I mean? Getting the $3 Heineken.
Las Vegas entertainment capital of the world. That's the thing. You can go there and watch the game and have fun afterwards or before. So yeah, go pay for a good hotel. You can stay at the Flamingo or wherever you want to stay at, or you can stay at Days Inn. They got Days Inn hotels out there.
Yeah, they got all that out there. Like the Hilton over there is nice, dog. I'm not gonna lie. The Hilton over there is different from over here. Like it's like day and night different, bro. Like.
The first time I did the resort thing, I
Hilton over here is like trash.
Yeah, I did the resort the first time when I went to the Cardinals game. We did the whole resort and all that. That shit. The second time I was at the damn Motel 6 right there by the airport, or by what was it? The right across from the MGM. My bad. Yeah.
Oh, you're by the MGM?
Yeah, I was pretty much at the Motel 6 right there. I think they're gonna tear it down. I think that's when they tore it down. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
well,
got
you can go.
The OYO is nice too. That's where I'm going this
But-
time. Is OYO.
But you got to realize Mark Davis not going to put his team in a city that's, besides San Antonio, which he almost went to. He's not going to put his team into a. You can imagine they went to Utah. Can you imagine that? The Salt Lake Raiders? No,
Fuck that.
he's not going to do that to the Raider
I'm
fan
good.
base. He put the team in the closest position to California where he can. That's what he did. He found a good spot. Nevada welcomed him. Like, okay, well, I can build it here.
Yeah.
So that's what he did. He's not that far removed from California. That's all he said about California. Yeah. Only his Shandy was a name. Wait, hold on, man. Hold on. Only his a name because Vegas to California border is only an hour and a half. So it's not that far removed from California. It's still close enough to LA, still close enough to Oakland to be successful. Going to San Antonio would have been the worst move he ever did in his lifetime.
It would have been cheaper though.
It would have.
But
it would have been cheaper.
But you really removing from the Raider fan base from California. You don't talk about that. You hate that he move out of California to Nevada. Well, damn, you San Antonio. That's completely out of the way. Texas.
Yeah,
and the tickets were cheaper, but the air flight would have been cheaper.
So either way, somehow they're gonna work us. They're gonna get some money out this thing.
Hey, Piano Man said the Mormons don't want the Raiders.
He said who?
The Piano Man said the Mormons don't want the Raiders, man. We're too hyphy for the Mormons.
Oh hell! Imagine us being out there. That'd be crazy.
No, I'll get that. I'll get that as an example. So let me say
all morning, all 10 a.m. games.
You think Raiders gonna go to Utah?
Nah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
San Antonio. I'm not gonna lie. San Antonio it'd be different, dude.
Completely the thing about Mark Davis and like moving the team, the thing is like we know, especially out here because we were in the thick of all the the fake talk of Mark Davis is trying to keep you're not trying because you don't try, you have money, there's no I try.
Yes,
you know people that could have went
Mark Davis could have bought that whole city out if you wanted.
I was gonna say
wait. Yeah. You call Mark Davis a liar?
Yes.
Mark Davis can own Oakland.
I'll tell him to his face too, because he faked like he was trying to work with the fans. But if he said
he wasn't working with the fans, he was working with the city. He working with the city and everybody else.
Exactly. But he faked, like I said, we were in the thick of it when he was doing these fake ass press conferences, telling us, "Oh, we're going to do everything we can to keep this team local and keep this team where the heart and soul of the fans are." And that bullshit that he was spewing, and then he bust a move. That's what I'm saying. Don't tell us that you're gonna fight and keep this team here, and you're not. Your intention was to get that goddamn stadium, and that's what it was. But no, I'm just saying. But don't bullshit.
No, let me ask this question. Let me ask this question.
Something, and you're
not.
Let me
ask this question.
You lie to a liar.
Let me ask this question. Why did Al Davis move from Oakland in the first place?
There's no money there.
No. Why did Al Davis move from Oakland to LA? Why?
He didn't want to share the field with the A's.
No, the stadium. He wanted a new stadium there too.
Mm-hmm.
They turned him down. So he moved to LA. Got to LA. They turned him down. He tried to build a stadium outside of LA. Didn't happen. Moved back to Oakland. Tried to get a stadium there. It didn't happen.
That's my point. He was going to move that team, and there was nothing.
I'm talking about Al. I ain't talking about Mark.
I'm talking about Mark Davis. Like
I'm talking about Al Davis.
Yes.
Why did Al Davis leave Oakland in the first place?
Yes, but I'm saying that's why Mark was set on getting that team moved.
Davis? Okay, answer my question, sir.
There was no play to keep that team in Oakland. There was never a thing to keep that team there. Mark Davis.
I ain't talking about Mark Davis. I'm
talking about Mark Davis because Mark Davis was the one that moved the team. He's the one that moved the team.
Leave Oakland in the first place. Why?
We just talked about this.
Okay,
he wanted the stadium, but a lot of people were against L2 back then. Though they didn't like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was against
the stadium.
Yeah,
he moved to LA. He thought he played the LA Coliseum, which is really more of a track and field stadium. It still is now to this day. Mm-hmm. He thought he would get a new stadium down in L.A. Guess who rejected him? The city. So he said, I'm out. Move back to Oakland. Asked Oakland, hey, can we get a new stadium? I'm back here. I'm back now. Can you get a stadium? No. They rejected him too. Mark Davis took over. Asked the same questions. Can we build a new stadium? He wanted to stay there. He knew what the fan base was. He knew all that. And they rejected him. Not that he tried. He did try. Don't tell me he didn't. He did try. He tried. They said, no, well, I'm moving. His first place, his first place was he had a business meeting in San Antonio. They said, yeah, we'd be happy to take you. And Mark Davis said, yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah. And then Vegas came in.
But this is my thing. Like, why would Oakland not want to build a brand new, especially knowing Oakland don't have nothing there to
because they didn't have the money. Oakland didn't have the money.
No, but you just said that they didn't want. No, they want it, and then that's the thing. They're not paying for the damn. We're not paying. Oakland's not paying for the stadium. Mark Davis.
Wait. You think Mark Davis actually built that stadium in Vegas with his own money, all his money? No, he didn't.
No. But you didn't let me finish. I was saying, like, Mark Davis has the money. He knows the business partners to team up with. Magic Johnson was going to go in with him on this deal if he really wanted to keep this team locally.
The city had said to put the money up too as well.
Do you know the small portion of money that they were asking for when this all happened?
You think Mark Davis?
Like it wasn't a lot. He paid a lot more for Vegas than he did.
Oakland is not LA. Oakland is not Vegas. Oakland is not the big time. It's not even Frisco. Oakland is a blue collar city. Oakland is not that rich and powerful city. That's why the other teams are. That's why Golden State probably left, because they probably want a new stadium. The other stadium they had there was falling apart. Why did they move to Frisco? Why A's are moving? Because the city don't have the money. They said to put the money up, regardless of how you think about it.
That makes no sense, because that's what generated the most money for Oakland is the sports team. So that's what
ticket sales and all that shit.
It makes the business aspect of it up. Like I said, you think Mark Davis put 100% money down for
Vegas? No, he has investors, but I'm saying, but he has the same investors.
No, but the state did too. The city also invested money too.
Yeah, there was a low price on it. Was compared to what he paid in Vegas, it would have been chump change to what, you know what I'm saying. But he didn't want to work with the because he already had this set in his mind. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to do something, you're gonna do it. If you're goal oriented, you're gonna do. If you anywhere in California, you could have planted that team and we would have been fine. You know what I'm saying? You could have put it up north, you could have put it down south, you could put it in Fresno, you could put it anywhere, and we would have been okay. The fan base would have been rocking wherever we were. You took it out of state. You know, we are California representatives. We represent our state. You know, yes, we represent our team. We wouldn't give a F about Vegas.
Let me answer this question, Jason.
If it wasn't for the Raiders, would you really give a damn about Vegas?
Let me ask you this question. Let's say your Golden State Warriors decide to move to Arizona. Would you still represent them? Would you still be represent them?
I'm a California representative. I'm doing enough with the Raiders, with them being in Vegas. That's answer the question. I'm answering the question. I'm really doing a lot by keeping the Raiders as my team, because, like I said, I pride myself on California keeping the same local teams that I've always repped my whole life. And now I'm forced to be a Nevada, Las Vegas Raider fan. I will do it because that's my goddamn squad.
I don't care if I'm a Raider fan regardless. They can play. They can play in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm still a Raider fan regardless.
But this is the thing too: is how much home field advantage.
The name from the Raiders don't mean nothing to me. I'm a diehard Raider fan. I'm a diehard Raider fan. I don't care where they play at.
Yeah, like
I'll be upset they play in San Antonio. I'll be upset because that's too far for me. But I'm still a Raider fan. I'll still root for them.
No, I damn near had second thoughts when I went to Vegas. I was like, wait, nah.
Let me give you a prime example
that's just me.
Of why it's important to have home fans. When I went to
home field advantage.
So the Cardinals game was quiet as hell too, but the Jets game, there was no fan. Like, when the ball's in the air, bro, Oakland, like, you know, we'll just say Raider fans are gonna yell, ball, air, you know, balls in the air, pass, ball, you know, all this stuff, bro. Nobody's saying nothing.
And
people on the goddamn sidelines doing nothing, and the crowd not just looking.
And who makes up most of the fan base in the home city? The residents, the people around the city.
But this is in Vegas. Like, this is what,
because they have no fan base there yet.
No,
because they don't win games.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because they don't win games. Plus ticket price, like
No,
Chewy
that has
said.
nothing to do because we are gonna rock if we're winning or not. So that doesn't matter about wins. We're gonna be there every damn game. That's what I'm saying. That's the culture. That's the Raider culture. No, we're not these fair weather fans where they just come when we're winning. We're there every goddamn game until they kick us out the stadium.
Then
you know what I'm saying?
Why did season ticket holders buy these tickets and they sell them to other fans? Because they didn't like going to the games. They say, "I'll make my money back and sell tickets." You know, I'll tell you one thing.
That's smart.
They better drop. The fucking tickets better drop, bro.
Yeah, that's smart.
The biggest fan base is always the home team fan base. Keep people around the city. Always go to the games. Okay, they're right there. When you build up a fan base around that team, you always have your fan base. You got a fan base nationwide. All teams have fan bases everywhere in the state, in the country. But when your home team, when your city that you call home, and you're winning games, you're gonna get those locals, people close by in the vicinity of the city, going to go to those games. When you don't have a winning team, they're not gonna waste their damn time going to see a sorry ass team lose.
See, we're different though, bro. Like we don't look at the.
We're not that different.
I don't go into a game like, oh damn, they just lost 3 straight. I'm not going to. I'm not going. I don't think like I'm a Raider fan. I think every game we have the possibility of winning.
You didn't see what I saw back in the day when they moved to LA. You did not see what I saw.
I didn't see
that's what I'm going to. You did not see what I saw.
I didn't.
Okay,
I didn't.
When the Raiders moved to LA, I was like, "What? My team moved to LA." I was happy, but we already had a team here. We had the Lambs, so it wasn't a big fanfare for the Raiders when they came to LA. But when the Rams were getting their ass kicked them down the field, and the Raiders were beating the shit out of everybody else, everybody jumped on board like, "Shit, now we got a football team finally." Yeah. And we started winning games. And the whole city was, each time the Raiders home game, the day of the city had to shut down, especially they played at night, because we had a winning football team come to LA. Finally. We had the Rams, who kept losing every time. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I saw the change in the culture and the atmosphere. When Raiders first got here, and some people, I'm being a Raiders fan, I was happy, but some people were like, man, why are they moving here? But it took them a couple of years. When they started winning them games, they started winning, getting games under their belt, going to playoffs, win the division, go Super Bowl. The fan base got larger and larger. And you know why? Because in LA, they went to the games. That's what I'm trying to tell you. No, but when you go to another city, you got to build up.
I get that part. But
moving out of California was like, okay, well, fine. They try to move. Martinez took us to a place where it's close to California, but not that far out of California where we can't reach them.
But it's still out of California.
Not like he's playing the Tokyo Raiders. He's playing still close to California.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still out. You know, the Warriors still stayed in California at least, right? So they didn't really lose. They lost fan base. You know, they lost fan base.
I don't think they did. No, I disagree with that.
All right. You tell me what's going on in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me how everything's going on.
Of course, you guys are upset. Why would you be? Who was upset? Move back.
Well, I mean, bro, I go to the games. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could tell it doesn't feel it has, and we're still in California. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, like you take away from the culture, bro, and the culture will never forget that. You know what I'm saying? Just always remember that. Like the culture never forgets.
Yeah, because to me, like the whole LA Oakland thing, like that's kind of. I mean, maybe it's different for you guys, but when I look at it, it's kind of just based on the origin and where they're at. It's kind of like neighbor, like not like
like cousins, like.
But then, like some people don't have cars, some people have to rely on bus, some people, you know what I mean. And when the people in Oakland are used to that, them being able to fucking hop on the. You know what I mean? The city bus and get to the stadium compared to having a fucking book of flight. It's like, man, like you got
hotel,
you know what I mean?
food.
See, like now, like personally, I've never been to an Oakland Raider game, but now I have to drive 6 hours just to watch the Raiders. It's like I could have drove 2.5 hours. You know what I mean? And paid $80 and been able to drive back home the same night, type of thing. You know what I mean? Not having to make save a couple thousand just to make a trip out the whole thing.
Yeah,
because a lot of people. I like
questions, Jason. I know you still heard by this. I know you heard. I can see your voice. I know you heard.
I'm sorry.
That's your question. Be quiet, guys.
Shit.
Okay, the Raiders had to move out of Oakland. Where would you further have went to?
Oh, I mean anywhere in California, like LA. You know,
They'll come
anywhere,
back,
like I
right?
said, anywhere in California, because it's like you
That's
still
solid.
have access. Anybody still has access, like where it's not breaking you, and it's like, you know, we know California prices. You know what I'm saying? We know how it is in California. Vegas is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's a disrespect to the fans. You know, like not just like I said, this is what people have talked about. It's just like a lot of people flipped to the Niners. A lot of people flipped, went to the. They're like, shit, I ain't going to Vegas. I'm Cal.
Well, you know what? They flipped to the Niners. They were
Yeah.
true fans of the first goddamn place.
But
I
but
tell you
Chargers.
that.
They went to be a
but
Charger
They were
fan.
true
but
fans.
it's just
they're
a
not true fans.
reality. Like
They
that.
were not a Raider fan. They flipped to another team because
Yeah,
their team
but-
moved to another city.
But
They
facts
wasn't a
are
true fan in the
facts.
first place.
But facts
So-
are facts. If we like
so
them
I
or not,
say this.
they're still
I say this
facts.
again.
Like,
If the Raiders moved to Knoxville, Tennessee, called Knoxville Raiders, I'll still be a Raider fan regardless of what
Yeah.
city has in front of it. Ain't.
the real ones will, yes, and we
Yeah,
are
well,
still,
as I
we are
say,
still
they're
here.
not real fans then.
Yeah, but I'm saying like we've lost a lot of fans over this. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
okay,
it's-
they wasn't real fans then. They wasn't real Raider
but
fans
no,
then.
but
But
the
if I
whole
personally can't-
conversation,
if I
the
can't
whole
get to a
conversation
game-
was over why fans don't go to the Vegas stadium. That's the
I
whole
told you why.
point of the conference. That's where we were
told you
trying to
why.
get to.
Well,
No,
we
but
said
that's,
that.
but
So
that's
that's
not.
the
Yeah.
thing. Like,
Travel,
when it comes to
and the
people
fan
not
base,
getting there,
there's no fan base in Vegas yet. There's no
There's-
big fan base there.
Yeah,
in
There's
Vegas.
plenty of reasons.
Because the fan base is here in California. That's
Well,
why.
yeah, of course they is, but
That's
still,
my whole point. That was
but
the whole
still,
point I
but
was
my
saying.
point is this: there was no fan base in LA.
Hey, we finally
Okay, wait a
got
minute,
there.
wait.
Yeah, I'm
There
like,
was no,
yeah,
like
that
I
was
said,
all I was saying. Was
there
that
was
the
no fan
home-
base in
home
LA.
base
Like,
is here.
Yeah. Jason, Leo, you listen to what I'm saying to you.
I heard what you said already.
There was
You
no
already
fan
said-
base in LA till you start coming in winning
Yes,
games.
but yeah, but
Yes,
because we're
that's the
Oakland
point I'm
Raiders.
making.
We're Oakland Raiders.
There was no
you know
fan base in
what I'm
LA to start winning games. We had a team already.
saying? Yeah,
There was no
But-
fan base till we said, wait a minute, we got a real football team.
yeah.
Then we start rooting. Then NWA got involved. Then everything. Then the Raiders were rocking in LA.
Then you weren't a real Raider fan, then Chris. If you
They
weren't,
wasn't a Raider fan at all.
If
They
you had to
wasn't a-
wait,
wait,
if you
wait,
had to
they
wait
wasn't
for
a-
them to,
They
you
was
know,
not
like,
a Raider fan at all,
Yeah.
Jason. They wasn't a Raider fan before they got here.
yeah.
They was not.
But
They
we were.
They're
we-
fans. Wait.
but
I'm not gonna lie though.
but
If
we
Raiders
were,
went to
though.
Knoxville,
Listen what I'm saying to you. When the Raiders moved to LA, there was some Raider fans here, but it wasn't like what it was when they got when they got there a couple of years. When they got here, the LA base was like every other team, and maybe the Rams. But when they started winning games and knocking the shit out of people on the field, they became Raider fans then. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I saw it.
No,
went
I
down.
mean I get that part. We've got that part, but I'm saying the heart and soul of the Raiders are in California.
Just like
Yeah.
Rock said, bro, we can't
Yeah.
even watch half the fucking games on TV anymore.
Yeah, see that
And
part.
if-
We-
and
and,
this is
and
my
if
thing.
you
No, it's not like
remember,
that.
we were getting blacked
Every
out
game.
back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, if anything, it got worse for the
I couldn't
locals.
watch it either. I was in LA. I still couldn't watch some of the Raider
Because
games. They like I watched some other games.
we still get outmanned by the Chargers and the Niners. If your 1 o'clock game is on, you're either going to get the Charger game
Yeah,
or the
they're not
Niner
getting-
game, which is
That's the same
nuts.
thing with us. We had the Rams.
Niners
Rams
took
or
over the
Chargers.
Bay. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we had the same thing in LA. When the Raiders were playing, we said a Rams or a Chargers. That's the same thing in LA. That's what happened. That's
And
the
now
way it
there's
goes.
no more Battle of the Bay, which was like iconic, bro. Like there's no more, like there's none of that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well,
We're
you
hurt.
know, in baseball or football, so that's the way life is. So
Yeah.
teams move.
But this is my thing. Like I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest with everybody on here. If the fucking Raiders went to Tennessee, I don't think I'd be a Raider fan. I don't think I'd be a Raider fan
That's
anymore.
crazy. I'm still a
Yeah.
Raider fan, regardless. Y'all,
Yeah.
That's a true Raider fan. I don't care. I don't care what season
shit.
from. You know they're gonna win. If they move to Nantucket,
like-
Maine,
Nah,
I'll
like
still
this
be
is like like the Brazilian Raider, or Tijuana Raiders, or whatever the fuck.
That's out
you
of
know what I
country now. Now you just want different out of country. No,
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
looking at it
like-
like that, I guess it ain't that
You're
bad
still-
in Vegas,
you gonna
but
see
you
the
know,
Nagasaki Raiders. No, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
yeah.
But it's like if I personally can't, like, you know what I mean, if I can't go and watch, like if you're away the fucking New York, I can't go and watch you guys instead of just it being
Thank
an away
you.
game. It's like
Yeah.
how can I
And
really
then
be a
now
fan?
New York. Y'all thinking Vegas is like fucking 1,000 miles away? Shit, it's
But
still
when-
it's
no,
almost
It's
see,
gone.
6 hour drive is far, dog.
It was,
Hey, well, you know what?
it
So
was
it's 8 hour
literally
drive
in my
from LA.
city.
It's just an 8 hour drive to Vegas from LA to Oakland. It's still a
Bro.
far drive too, but people made it.
Yeah,
It was literally in my city. I was literally down the street, like not even a 5-10 minute, you know what I'm saying? Like it right there. And then now I gotta make plans to go.
So
You
let
know
me
what I'm
tell
saying?
you,
Like
Jason,
Puerto Rico.
let me ask you, Jason. So
Yeah.
if the Carolina Panthers decide to move to Oakland, would you be a Panthers fan?
You said if they move to
If the Carolina Panthers or Jacksonville Jaguars decide to move to Oakland, will you become one of their fans?
now the Panthers more because of the Black Panther movement in
Oh, so
Oakland.
you'll change teams because they're in Oakland.
I mean, I'm
Oh,
always
no,
gonna
no,
like
that's
He
if
probably
you
root
let
for him.
if you, yeah, I was gonna say if it's an Oakland team, I'm gonna root for it because you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna always be a Raider fan. You know what I'm saying? But I will like I said, I'm a Bay Area representative. I'm a Valkyries fan now. I traded the A's for the Valkyries. So go Lady Valkyries.
Yeah, that's like me, bro. Like, this is where you grow up from, bro. Like, I'm from Fresno, so like, hey,
So basically,
I'm a diehard Bulldog fan, you know.
So Jason, basically, you feel like what they call the word?
I'm a Bay Area affiliate, bro. Like I'm everything Bay,
word?
Everything Bay Area. You know what I'm saying?
And my boy got roots in the Bay. He got
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is my home. This is my one and only home, bro. I don't move around like
you feel neglected and left behind the altar.
neglected.
Bro, I'm gonna save that for the Sunday night show. But yes, I do have abandonment issues. So I take it extremely personal when people move, faulty type.
Hey, Jason felt like the dad went and got the milk on him. Fucking,
you feel me?
Missing.
I
I feel your pain, Jason. I felt your pain when they moved from LA. I like, God damn it, we finally got Super Bowl here in LA, and then they moved.
Yeah. See, so Chris, you got to see the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the thing too, Jason. I gotta tell you this, bro. Going to Vegas and watching the Raider game is sick, though. Like, there's just, you know what I mean. There's just so much shit out. Like, you're not gonna. That's what I'm saying.
It's just not like it doesn't feel us. It doesn't.
Okay, now I'll tell you this.
Yeah, there you go. Said the key word. Yes.
Yes. Because
this is my thing.
Yeah.
How much Las Vegas shit you guys on that says Las Vegas on it?
None.
I will never. Me personally, I told myself I'll never buy anything that said Las Vegas Raiders on it.
No, mine says Raiders. I'll say Raiders.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, see, but the Oakland shit, dog, I loved it.
Well, I got that too.
But it's like the Las Vegas is like maybe like, but like you said, Chris, I'm not there yet. You know what I mean?
Wait, hold on, let me show you guys something. Hold on.
I feel it. I feel you, Chris.
Like the commitment to excellence, you know what I'm saying? All the shit. Like when you get off at, especially BART, first thing you see when you get off that BART right there at the stadium is commitment to excellence. You know what I'm saying? There's always just every time I pass by it, still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just different. And the crowd, bro, like it's nothing like someone said it's rocking. Like it doesn't matter who we could be playing one of the top teams and shit. You wouldn't tell because we bringing it. Like the fan base, man, there was nothing like it. And we're there till the end. And we're there till they literally have to kick us out of the stadium. There's none of this shit we're leaving at halftime because the game. Bro, that I ain't never seen no stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? Like as bad as we've been, bro, we be there even with bags over our face, but we there. You know what I'm saying? Like we rocking. And that's what I'm saying. That's the culture that's missing. You know, and it's like they will be back. And like maybe you are right, Chris. Maybe they will come back, you know, when they start winning. But like a lot of it is if you took something away. And like I get it, it's for the better of the team. It's for the better of the team. That's why I didn't like it, but I know the team needed a stadium for hella long. Yeah. So I look at that's when I look at the bright side. When I look at the positives, I say, hey, at least they got a stadium. It is the dopest stadium in the league. You know what I'm saying? It is. It doesn't feel like us yet. It doesn't feel like a Raiders stadium yet. It's a football stadium, but it's not a Raiders stadium yet. So until we get to that, and we'll know when it gets there. We will know. But it will take, and everyone's pretty much right because Chewy made a great point too. Chris, definitely you were right about it is not just one thing. It is a combination of all these things of why. But I will always say that Mark could have kept this team here if he really wanted to, but he didn't. But like I said, it is what it is. We got the stadium, cool, whatever. It just sucks for the people from especially like that. It was right in the backyard. Now we got to, damn near take out a loan.
It's like when you go from paying $80 to $300 for a ticket, bro. It's like, I don't think I can make it out there this year, guys. You know what I mean? Like I said, especially, bro, you got the wife and the kids and shit, bro. I mean, add it up, bro. Like you got 2 kids, a wife, yourself. That's $1,200 on tickets. Then you got to think about the gas to drive 6 hours there and back. Then you got to think about the hotel you got to rent, the motel you got to rent. Then you got to think about all the food out there. You know what I mean? Like you damn near got to plan a year ahead, dog, just to get to a Raider game now, which is like insane.
Yeah. When
And
it
like,
used to be like, hey, bro, I got tickets. Like, I got, a ticket for 40, 50, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, oh,
yeah,
shit, hey, shit, run it. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
then, and it's
exactly.
easy, just right down the street. Ooh, bam, we in there, rock it, because it's our home. It's like a gangbanger going to a different state and expecting to have the same gangbang culture and the same
Nah,
vibes
it's
from that
different.
he had back in his, you know what I'm saying? It don't go like that. You got to
Yeah, it's
take
like
everybody with you to
it's like
have that.
if you came up here to Central Valley, it's like we'd know you're the standout guy. Like we'd know you're not here. Like this
Exactly.
guy's not from Fresno. Just the way he
Exactly.
talks, the way he walks. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just what it is, bro. It's just we haven't. Chris made a good point. You know, we haven't established ourselves out there yet, which and we got to win, bro. And I think Pete is going to be that guy to full circle this thing, bro, and bring it back together as one.
Let me show you guys something right quick. Let me show you something. Wait, hold up. If I can get off again.
I'm
You see
wondering where
this?
he
Can
went.
you read what that says?
Yes.
Oakland,
Okay.
baby.
Okay. Now listen. I was dejected when they moved from LA. I bought this right after. Had it since they moved from LA. I think for all these years. I bought it when they went to Oakland. So I'm still a fan, regardless of where they at. I'm not going to change. I mean, I'm not mad they moved to Vegas. I'd be more mad they moved to San Antonio. But I'm not mad they moved to Vegas. I mean, travel time, okay. Ticket prices, yeah. But like I said earlier, until the Raiders established himself in Vegas, until they start winning games, with the residents and around the city and area, in metropolitan area, because like, yeah, this is my home team now. When they start doing that, then the fan base will feel built up. But until then, nobody gonna pay them ticket prices to see a sorry ass team on the field.
So
That's all.
I have a counter to that, because basically, if we start winning, the games are going to get more expensive. So it's going to even make it even worse. So that's why I say I counter that with, because if they can't afford it now and we're losing, it's definitely going to make it harder as we start winning games. So that's the only counter I have to that part of it.
Well, good. Know what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You want them to be sorry and move back to another dive city in California?
I want them to trade
base there. Or you want them to win games and win Super Bowl? Because I don't care. I don't have to go to a Raider game.
No, but you see,
I don't want to see my team keep losing every year.
You're taking away the part that the fans are the ones that fuel the team to victories too. You know what I mean? Like we are like when Seattle had, what was it, the 12th man? You know what I'm saying? Like it's important. We can't just say we're going to take our team and pluck it from here and then put it there, because we see that hasn't been the case. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't take the culture with you. You know what I'm saying?
Seattle been there for a long time, so they developed. I think Seattle had that before all the years. Now, 12th man, they come up to like 10, 11 years later. The 12th man came up later when they established themselves there. It took them a time to get that 12th man for the crowd to cheer and then be happy to change. Like I said, it took a year for Raiders to get that in LA. So you got to give it. I mean, it's been 5 years. Hey, okay, time's up. But in 5 years, they ain't done nothing. You give it time to get those fan base there. Okay, that's all I'm saying to you.
Yeah, 5 years. That's
that's a long time. But it took Seattle almost 10 years to get that 12th man thing going.
Jordan all day. LeBron is nowhere close to the GOAT.
You can be upset that the Raiders. I understand your betterment issues. I understand that. I was upset too, but I got over it real quick. I ain't about football right after they moved.
Yeah, I just, I don't like. The part that Mark Davis is, if you know you're gonna move the team, don't BS us. Don't tell us.
I don't think he wanted to move it. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think he wanted to.
Oh, he did.
If he did, he wouldn't have said what he said.
No, he did. He wanted to move the team, because that was the thing. Like the whole play, bro, was crazy. They did not fight. No one fought to keep this team here, but the fans. That was the only people that really wanted this team to stay here.
Like 805 says, the lower topic living here in Vegas area is different in a lot of ways as it relates to finding a fan base locally. Growing a fan base here is different. Beast in another city. See, like I said, they have to grow a fan base in that city.
But whose fault is that?
That's nobody's fault.
That is somebody's fault. If we give him credit for one thing, we have to give him the blame for the others too. Like we can't just say, "Oh, he did this smartly. Oh, he got us the stadium." But look where the stadium. Like you said, it's a different
team that moves their team or have a fan base there. Automatically move unless the team wanted them there, but unless the fans want them there. You think Oklahoma City had a fan base when they moved from Seattle Seahawks, Supersonics? No, they didn't. But they were winning games when they got there. They had Kevin Durant, and that's why they got a fan base because they were winning. It takes a winning team to build a culture of Jason. You got to understand that.
But Seattle sucks anyway. That's what I'm saying. Like that team wasn't even, like that was no really comparison to the Raiders. Like I said, like you can move Seattle's, basketball team because I mean, do they really miss them like we miss our Raiders?
Oh yeah, they do. Seattle do. Yeah, they do. They still won a team. Well, they want the Clippers to move there because the owner Berman was from Seattle. They want a basketball team there. Think they don't? Yeah, they do.
But different beasts though. Like we're different. Like we're one of the top.
It's still professional sports, dude.
Yeah, but there's levels to everything. There's levels to everything because you can't compare us to.
And then if you a fan base, no matter what team it is or kind of sports you're playing. If you're not a fan base, then you don't have a team, home team. If you don't have a fan base, you don't have a home team, regardless.
But the Raiders are more historic than the fucking Clippers.
Definitely.
I'll just as an example.
Definitely.
But my thing is this though, like AO5 said, it's gonna be a lot of hard work for Raiders to get a fan base in around a Vegas area. Yep. Because it's not football time for one thing, and plus the Raiders were not winning games for people to waste their time going to a game. Ticket prices, no ticket prices, whatever it is.
Yeah, we gotta win.
You still got people from LA. I saw people in LA. They still go to Vegas games. They live in LA. They still
but
go.
It's closer for you guys than it is for us in the Bay.
Wait. Well, no, you can't say it.
It was literally in our backyard. It was down the street.
So you cannot say that, Jason.
It was down the street. I can.
You cannot say that.
Literally down the street.
Because when I'm in LA, I used to go to 8 games out there. I talked to a bunch of people from Oakland. That's even further from Oakland to LA than LA is to Vegas. You can't say that.
What is a bunch? When you say a bunch, what is a bunch?
Oh, I talked to a lot of people. I was there. I talked to people from Oakland.
Yeah, I mean,
what is a bunch?
What is a bunch?
But they're still there to watch the Raiders play.
Yeah, I have too. I've went out there too, but I'm saying like. I don't go as much as I used to because of the fun, like I said, the money situation is different.
You can't make that statement, dude.
I can. I talk to I'm from the Bay, bro. I talk to the people here. I know the feel out here. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you talking about people that's too far. Yeah, we're closer. Yeah, but people from Oakland came to LA, and that's further.
I have too, and I'm the one saying this. I'm saying I've been to games there. I've been to Vegas. I'm saying like I still go. But I'm not. It's not easy. That's what I'm just trying to tell you. It's different.
I'm comparing.
We used to go to every game. Now we can't go to every game because the games are fucking 400s.
Oakland to LA is further than Vegas than LA is to Vegas.
Yes, but how many times are you going to be able to do that trip
when the Raiders were in LA?
When the team is literally in your city.
Let me finish. When the Raiders were in LA. I went to games when the Raiders in LA, and I knew a lot of people from Oakland that came to a Raiders game. And that was a lot further than Oakland to LA than LA is to Vegas. So I'm saying they came to the Raider games from Oakland. So you can't say the distance.
But what was the difference? What was the difference in the ticket pricing, though?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that was back in the 80s, dude. Ticket prices are way lower than now. That's back in the 80s.
No, because this is my thing. Like I gotta make a fucking week trip out of this Raider game now.
I'm mad about ticket prices too. They way too high. I agree. I totally agree with that. Like, what the hell? You want?
And it's not like it's just $10, $20, $100. These are like $300-$400 more. And then we have ticket scalpers, and you know what I'm saying? Like anybody, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We ain't paying no damn fool. Nobody going to the damn ticket boxes out here. You know what I'm saying? We get it from, where we get it, but we gonna.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
But we gonna pack the stadium.
I went to Super Bowl in Pasadena to see the Vikings and Raiders play. You know how much tickets prices were?
How much?
$20. Well, that was back then. That was inflation. So those tickets now probably cost you about $2,000, which the Super Bowl prices are now. But I'm gonna say the ticket price is gonna change. But like I said, they gotta pay for the stadium, gotta pay for all that crap they got there. So they
gotta get it back somehow. But we're gonna to take over Vegas, bro. We're gonna have to
win
more than just be there. We're gonna have to win. Yeah, exactly.
Win. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
But we need the culture back. We need the culture to come.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. And Pete Carroll probably bring it. They start winning some games, and get the crowd work. Because remember when AP took over, remember how the crowd was when AP took over?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all Vegas. But then when the season started last year, when they started shitting the bed, what happened? People stopped going. Okay. Look at that. So, Jason, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna sing some flowers and a stack of ribs and some smoked ribs. I feel your pain, brother.
No, it's good football talk, bro. That's just what people need to hear, man.
There's nothing wrong with that. I feel your pain, brother.
It was that was hard. That was
Chewy
tough.
stuck in the middle, so we know Chewy.
I'm just kind of
stuck it out like that.
I'm just kind of reflect on everyone's shit. Hey, Jason, you're right. Chris, you're right. I don't know who's wrong.
Yeah. No, and Chris, like I said, I was gonna tell you you are right too, but we're both right. So
hey, Broncos might take the AFC
right,
though.
We both have opinion, and then you got to look at the guy way the measures. Like, hey, that's what it is. Like I said, thank God the Raiders didn't go to San Antonio.
Yeah, because that's unfair. Because I know the Vegas people are excused. You know what I'm saying? You got the best damn football team to come to come to your state. So it sucks for us, out here in the Bay because and it's not just the Raiders. We lost the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? They can keep the A's. I ain't tripping.
I don't know who. I don't know if A5 is still in there, but before the Raiders got there, I think they rooted for the UNLV Running Rebels. That was their football team.
Damn.
And basketball team for years back then. But I don't know before Raiders got there. I don't know what football games they go to.
Vegas is like a fucking MMA town, isn't it? Boxing and UFC and all that.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, entertainment. It's entertainment. No.
That's the Aces. The Aces. Aces.
Yeah. The Aces and the Knights own that team right now because they won championships.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the A's and the Raiders are coming.
Well, the Raiders are already there.
No, I mean them winning.
Establish it.
The A's been winning more games this year than they've won in the last probably 5 years.
I'm excited for the A's to go there. I can't wait, bro.
Fuck the A's, man. It's all about the Dodgers.
Yes, even worse. That's our darkest memory is against them damn Dodgers, man.
Oh, you talking about Horsheiger and Kirk Gibson?
That stupid ass.
Kirk Gibson hobbling around for that winning game.
That's crazy. I hate the Angels, but
still hurt.
You just made me. I still hate the Bucks.
You got sometimes you gotta let go of your emotions, man, and breathe, man.
every time I see the Bucks pop up on Madden, I'm like, this is for 0-2. It's just serious, personal. The Buccaneers. If you know, you know. I hate the Buccaneers ever since 0-2.
Yeah, when Jason plays the Patriots, he's like, "Fuck the Tuck rule."
Hey, I'm that type of person. I need a reason. I just need just a little bit. That's all I need, and that'll motivate me enough. That's all. I don't know if that's sick like that, but I just it takes a little bit of me just getting pissed off to hold a grudge, and then I go in. I'm focused. I've always been like that in basketball. I wasn't the best. I ain't saying I was, all this, but when I was pissed off, I'll lock your ass down. You know what I'm saying? But it was just, I don't know, in that mode. It's a mentality, man. It's a mentality.
Detroit God.
Detroit God. He's naming all the legends, bro. That's right.
Yeah.
This Underground was my band, man. I still love this Underground. I listen to them all the time still.
That's what I ain't gonna do. Richie Rich.
I understand, brother. It's the pain and everything else. I don't think Red's gonna lose their fan base. They need to get that fan base in the Vegas steps. That's all they need to do.
Yeah.
What about 50 Rich?
They got win
Jay Stalin.
Yeah. I rock with Jay Stalin.
Yeah. He was that. He actually had a shop down here in Fresno, Livewire Records.
Livewire.
He had his clothing brand in Fulton Mall downtown.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Full Mall's the hood though, bro.
I was in my son basketball tournament, man. When that happened, man, then somebody came to me on the sideline. I knew I was a Raider fan. They said, "Yeah, Raiders lost." I said, "You know what happened? Tuck rule." I said, "What the fuck's a tuck rule?"
That part. I was like, "What the hell is a tuck rule?"
I had to go rewatch the replay. Like, God damn.
They made that up. They made that up, bro.
Yeah. And then it's not even a rule no more. That's the crazy.
It's a rule, but that's the first time and only time they ever used it. It was
the first time they called it.
No,
I mean, remember a couple years ago or whatever it was, they took that rule out. That it's not even. I'm like, that's crazy. It was a rule then, though.
But it was a rule back then. But that was back in the day when football was leather helmet shit. What the hell?
Bro, Rock, you did hit that dead on because bro, everything was Ooh. And it's like, when we recovered the fumble, we thought it was over. It was like, oh my God, just
It was over. What are you talking
that
about?
feeling of it. That's why Raider fans can never relax, bro, because we've been at those situations like that where it's supposed to be over. We won the damn game,
It was
and then
over.
like they do us every time. We get
Yep.
Raider. We get
Like the
Raider.
index card.
You guys
Yes.
remember that? I think we were playing the
Yes.
Steelers, if I'm not mistaken. And
we
fucking
would have played Steelers.
no, but this is when Derek Carr actually ran in for that touchdown to win the game, and he fumbled the ball because
Bro. Oh
Bro.
my
No, that
God.
was the Cowboys. No, that was the
The
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Oh no, he did. No, there was a couple games. He's done that a couple
It was like
times.
two. I think it was 2 games he did in 2 games.
Yeah, no, the Cowboys just got to run in like a push short and he fumbled out of bounds.
Yeah, and we would have won the game.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that was insane, bro. I was like, motherfucker. Hey, it's just hey, we got they just don't like NFL hates the Raiders, bro. That's all it is.
That would hurt. That would hurt.
I'm just glad we got over all that. Remember all those penalties we used to get back in the day?
Yes.
Most penalized. I'm glad we're over that little thing.
We fixed one part of it. Hey, that's the we talked about. What did we do last year? There was penalties. We
didn't get any penalties.
Yeah,
because there was those one. Yeah, but I never back in the day, but we were getting a shit ton.
No, we was always the top in the league in penalties. Always.
Yeah.
Hey, our penalty. Sorry, our penalty thing would look like wide receiver stats.
It would, bro. 300. Yeah,
200. we have more penalty yards than rushing yards. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, really. It was bad, bro. That's one thing I guess that one positive, huh?
Jim, I think you're in the wrong show. There's there's definitely channels for that, but we
whoa,
not that.
We want to call daddy.
Whoa.
Yeah, but thank you.
Yeah. This ain't no Diddy party, bro.
James may be different story, but not Jim. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. Is that wait, hold on. Is that Jim Harbaugh? Yeah, you can call Pete Carroll daddy. You know what I mean?
Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, you can definitely call Pete Carroll daddy.
He say he loves big women. Hey, everyone needs love, bro. Everybody needs love in the world, man.
What Drake say? Like BBWs.
Yeah, just smoke some love.
That's like it. Yeah, eat some lunch with you.
Nah, Drake like sexy red, bro.
Yeah. Who's calling you? That's crazy. That's crazy. He said, "No, I love big women." Damn.
Hey, we got the best fans, bro. Best mascots in NFL. Like, no, hands down, bro.
Yeah.
Like, look at what we got, bro. Yeah, you got Violet out there doing this thing. Gorilla out there doing it. You know what I mean?
The Blacko.
I'm talking. You know what I mean? Like, it don't get better than that. Or where you want to see some guy walk around with a block of cheese on his head, like, you know what I mean? Like,
then we might have to make that an episode. We might have to make that an episode for the Fellas Night Out show. I love big women. They always go.
The night show. We're gonna give you therapy as a nice show, man. Get over it.
Yeah, we'll talk about my
event. It's hard to make it out this last Sunday, man. I ate the rest of my food and I just passed out. I woke up at 11:30 at night. Woo, I missed the show.
Oh, damn.
The bad thing about that
it's all good. Don't even trip.
I passed the hell up.
Yeah. No,
you stay full, man. You end up getting big yourself. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they risked my beef rib and my wife made some enchilada casserole. Yep, I ain't going back outside.
The beef ribs are fire. How do you cut those beef ribs, Chris?
Oh, about 7-8 hours smoke.
How do you cut them now? You cut them fat, huh? You have to, right? On the beef rib. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I just take the whole. I take they come in 3 bones. I just throw the whole thing on there.
The whole rack?
For like 6-8 hours. Yeah, they come 3 bones a piece.
On the beef?
I sit for like 6-8 hours. I was cooking while I was on the morning show.
Them bones be hella fat too.
Hey, 6 to 8. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The beef ribs, bro. They got the big bones.
Yeah, they're big old dinosaur bones.
Or the pork ribs are fire too. The little baby back fucking pork ribs. Those are.
I do those all the time. You know, beef ribs are kind of like now and then, but I do those all the time. Jason saw my rack, my plate. Like, oh man,
I'm about to send you some pictures. I'm about to send you some pictures, Chris.
Pictures of what?
Some I got this shit. I'll be barbecuing, tri-tip, all kebab, all that shit.
Tri-tip, man.
Wow, what?
And tri-tip, man.
That's a
Not
Central
bar-
Valley thing.
Yeah, no,
Tri-tips are-
it came from tri-tips actually originated in well, coastal north of LA. I forgot the city, but the guy had a restaurant, and nobody tri-tip actually was like the garbage meat. It wasn't garbage, but
that shit. Yeah, that shit.
they didn't sell that much. You know, it was like cheap to cheap in. But he
Yeah.
took his restaurant, started cooking it, and people loved it, and then the price went up real quick after that.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're expensive now, bro. Like, even if you go to I go to Winco, bro, and they're like, fuck. Sometimes they're $30, dude. Like, you know what I mean, for just a chunk of meat.
But they used to be cheap back in the day.
Yeah, they skyrocketed. It's funny because I was talking to some dude from back east, and he was like, "What the fuck's tri-tip?" I was like, "Damn, you like."
I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I guess it's like a Cali thing or something. I don't know, bro. Yeah.
Oh, they call it brisket.
No, it's different.
No, brisket's different.
Oh, is that different? Is that different?
Yeah,
Oh
shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brisket.
Yeah, brisket's different. Like tri-tip, yeah, a lot of people are like, "What the fuck is that?"
what?
Like,
I thought brisket was tri-tip. I thought it
No,
was what? Oh, that blew my mind right now.
no.
I love try. Oh, look at that. That's a plate right there, boy.
Now, not only do we bring content, but we bring food.
Shit,
You know what I'm saying? We got great chefs on this panel. Oh my god, I'm hungry
What
now.
is that?
That's
Like
crazy.
macaroni salad or something? Let me get a bite of that
We have
shit.
salad, greens,
Oh, fork,
chicken, ribs, and chili.
Hey Chris, pass me that spoon through the screen, yeah.
Hey, let me get some of that mac and cheese.
Throw that rib my way, bro.
Hey.
Hey, you said though. Hey, I'm holding you. Hey, you said 12 wins, dog. You're throwing a barbecue, so I'm holding you to that.
Okay.
He said, okay.
Right. He said, okay.
All right.
Yeah. And Chris,
He
you know I
said-
love you, man. Like, you
Yeah.
know, it's all love and it's all.
Oh, man, of course. There's nothing wrong with a good debate.
Yeah.
But, you know, I love it.
And you were kind of right too. I'll give you that on.
No, don't give me credit because I know I was right, but don't give me credit.
I love it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you know, Jesse, you made valid points. I understand what you're saying. I definitely understand. But like I said, we got to win games here in Vegas.
Yeah.
We get that fan base, that local fan base. So that's all I was saying.
Yeah.
When we start winning, we'll get that fan base. What is the stadium is? You go to the stadium, it's not just a mustard and ketchup color or powder blue and yellow. It's black and silver, silver and black, all the way through. They had that in one game when we played Pierce last game as an intern coach. Who they play? I forgot who we played.
It was the Chargers. Yeah. Oh no, you talking about
It was the Broncos. It was the Broncos. It was the Broncos.
Oh.
We played Pierce. We won that game. It was all silver and black in there because we were winning games. And
yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I guess if you are winning, people would fucking want to pay for your tickets, right?
Yeah,
I get it, but I mean, yeah, it's just from 80 to 300 is like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, to go see a losing team, I can stay home and watch that.
Yeah, exactly. I just stream it, bro, and you know what I mean. Throw my controller at the TV when I'm done.
Yeah,
so I can't.
That part.
Yeah, I can watch for free at home. So why should I go to the game, pay all that money? I can watch from home at free and cook and barbecue and have some cheaper beer.
Literally, as a kid, my mom used to say I was gonna have a heart attack because I would get livid at these like fourth quarters of these Raider games. She would be like, "Oh, God, now." She would kind of give me the pep talk. No, it's just a game. I'm like, "Nah, this ain't."
Hey, at one point in time, bro, the Raiders dictated my whole Sunday, dog, and I had a lot of bad Sundays. I'm not gonna lie with you.
Ooh, therapy. We need therapy.
I ain't going to church, Grandma. Stop fucking asking.
Yeah. And then you like, damn, I should have. I used to always think too, damn, if I had went to church, would we have won? Because I'm thinking like I ain't trying to miss it, but damn, if I got to start going to church for us to win, I'll do what I got to do.
And then it's like the games you don't watch, they win. It's like fuck. I just stop watching.
Hey, man, you know about that thing on DirecTV? I had DirecTV. What was that Sunday ticket? It was not cheap. I actually turned the TV off and canceled the scripts. I don't want this anymore. I ain't watching these Raiders lose anymore. I'm tired of this.
Sunday tickets like 150, ain't it, for the whole year?
That's crazy.
No, back then it was like $350.
Hey, now they got all the streaming apps like websites, bro.
That's why it's cheaper.
Streaming.
That's why it's cheaper now.
That's what I use.
Yeah, me too. I can
YouTube,
see
all that.
every home.
Hey,
every
I got watching Manny Pacquiao and all kind of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I was just doing football with it. I'm like, shit, this
nah,
is
bro. You can watch.
women
I
left.
watched the finals
350?
on it. I watched all kind of shit on it, bro.
It was $350 back then. I think it was $350 back a few years ago. Like, yeah, it's still expensive. I ain't paying for that no
Yeah,
more.
that was for rich people.
Oh,
We always said that was for
shit.
the people that got, just got extra money just to throw around.
Disposable income.
Yeah.
I was the kid that was like fucking with the antenna, trying to hang it on the ceiling and shit. Like,
Hell yeah.
I
Like,
gotta
don't
get some
don't
sticker.
move. Don't
Yeah.
move. Is that right? Stay like that. Stay right.
Last
Yeah,
quarter,
boy.
guys. Last quarter.
Yeah. Because my arms are getting tired. Like, hold on. Last quarter. 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was me, bro. We didn't have all that.
All right, guys. It's almost 4 hours, man. You guys ready to call it, or you guys want to argue some more?
No, I was due about an hour ago, but you guys started yelling at each other, so I stood in. I was like, I can't miss it.
That's that Cal USC, man. That'll never die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, USC still got me. So.
Yeah, we definitely got some clips for later, though. I'll tell you guys that.
Definitely. Yeah. And then, it's all love, man. Like, we gonna bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring it genuine.
Yeah, you guys need to tell each other sorry, man. That shit's kind of.
Come on, Chris.
Hey,
sorry.
Frank, what's up, man?
Chris,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Damn
Chris,
near
I'm
left.
sorry that I'm not sorry.
Hey, Frank, remember, rabbit ears with the foil on it. God damn, this motherfucker got in here.
Oh shit!
Wait,
Like,
no, that way. No, wait. No, stay. No, damn, yeah. Like, God dang. All right, no, stay right there. Don't move.
Yeah.
I lost it.
Yeah, that's what it was, bro.
Maybe, wait,
I swear.
Hold this fort.
And I was like the youngest cousin out of all the older ones, bro. So imagine that, like.
Hey, you was voted every time. Like,
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and all the older cousins, I was the youngest, bro. So I got the shit into the stick on every deal I could possibly get.
No, the worst thing is that I'm in my bedroom and like I have on the other side of the house, and then my father and mother said, call me and say, hey, come here. What? Bring me remote control. It's like it's right there. Right?
Yeah.
What? You want go away from the other side of the house and bring you the remote control and sit right there.
Yeah, they do that. I know my grandpa a lot. Like when I'd leave his house, he'd call me, hey, wait, come back real quick. Say, hey, what's up, grandpa? He go, hey, how far do you think you could have got if I didn't call you back here? Like, this
that's crazy.
Wait a minute, thing is, we are the world. Yeah, we are the world. I ain't gonna hug nobody and sing it.
Man, he said, we are the world.
Yeah. Rock, keep killing shit. Yes, sir. Cover 3 show, baby.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Actually going to call it right now.
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, you good. I got work in AM too, so.
I took a self-care day today. So.
Michael Parsons, I don't know, bro. Maybe he might be a Raider. Who knows?
Yeah, everybody that what I'm saying is available. Hey, we'll bring. But we should know by now how this team is building. Last point, that if you're not cheap, you might want to go somewhere, get your money, and then when you want to win some football games, then you can come back and rock.
Yeah, if you're cool with a 1 or 2 year deal, then we'll take you.
Yeah, we got you.
You know what I mean?
But set 5, 4, nah, we ain't doing it.
And we ain't there yet, guys. We ain't there. I'm good show, man.
No, I'm doing that.
I
we're
won.
Fine. We're good, man. You talking about? Anyway. So overall look, the Raiders are still making moves. They're still doing their thing. So stay tuned for more stuff to happen coming up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and if you joined the last, half of the show, be sure to, rewatch it. We did touch up on a lot of the guys we did pick up, a lot of the guys that we let go. And all the guys who join now, it's after hours, so it's free game.
Yeah. So hit them thumbs up, please. Everybody that's in, please hit the thumbs for us. So we want to keep this thing going.
Like, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to all our 3 channels.
Yeah.
Keep us going.
I'm nothing without my members here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Chris and I appreciate Chewy. And we're gonna bring it, man. And hopefully tomorrow we get some more ads and we get some more, roster moves. And then we hear everybody shining or who's not, whatever, and we'll bring it to you.
Yeah, tomorrow they're practicing tomorrow. I don't think in pads, but they are practicing tomorrow, so we'll see.
Yep, yes, we're there.
Stay dangerous.
All right, guys.
Yes, sir.
Go Raiders.
You too, Calvin Ross. You take care, brother. You do well as well.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking, man. Let's go.